All right, guys, here we are. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's wake St. Louis up, guys. That's our job.
Time to get up!
It is time to get up. You better calm down.
I'm sorry.
Whoa. You just took it to 15.
I'm sorry.
I need you to about like a 7 or 8 right now.
I'm doing mountains of cocaine before the show, so it's coming through on the radio.
Were we not supposed to do cocaine before the show?
Care to share? No, who's dragging today? Everybody all right? Everybody seems okay.
I'm okay for a Tuesday.
Pretty good, man.
Do any Cyber Monday shopping?
No.
Oh, you bought nothing?
No. You know what?
You almost like shamed her. Oh, you bought nothing.
Oh, I would figure I wouldn't be the only one
Do you guys do the
that actually did some shopping yesterday.
family group text with like adults where you say like, oh, what does everybody want for Christmas this year? Like with your moms.
I dread it.
Yep.
My mom sent me a text we have Bauer Power Hour group text.
Nice.
2 weeks ago, she says, all right, what does everybody want for Christmas? I was the only one that responded like 2 days later, and nobody else has said what they want. So
you gonna tell her what you want, and she's gonna go buy it?
maybe I give her ideas because otherwise she wastes her money. So I'm like, I want this.
This is the whole silly thing about it.
I know.
This is so silly. What do you want so I could go buy it for you?
Yeah.
And then wrap it up. And then wrap it up, and then you're going to act like, oh, my God, a hair dryer.
Yeah, seriously. It's so stupid.
Oh, my God.
But I also feel like, what do people need? Like
Satisfier Pro 2.
Thanks, Mom. That's what I wanted. How'd you know?
Like, what do you get your stepdad? Like, I go, Jerry, what do you want? And he goes,
Playboys.
T-shirts.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, T-shirts.
Okay, so you get him some T-shirts. At least there's like, when he says T-shirts.
Yeah, you've got a category.
You've got an idea.
Yes.
Okay, so he wants T-shirts. There are a lot of different T-shirts to choose from.
Yeah.
When you start giving specifics, then it's, all right, well, I wonder what this is. Shake the box.
I said ornaments.
Ornaments?
Yeah, I got a bigger tree this year, and I don't have enough ornaments.
Did you... What's Jerry into?
T-shirts.
He contains
Books.
multitudes. What's he like?
I
feel like you buy stepdad a book on like the Civil War. You're good. You're
also-
Book
good
on
to go.
submarines.
Yes.
Yeah, Jerry likes submarines.
every book that I've ever gotten Jerry, he's either not read or donated to his daughter. So, like, it's never good. So,
Stop giving him Eat, Pray, Love.
And then great book.
Does Jerry like any kind of crafting, like woodworking?
He gardens.
Oh, there you go. Get him an apron.
Get him a garden.
Okay.
Find out where he gets some of his supplies or his plants or his, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they make those foam, those little foam things for your knees. Maybe you can get one with your face on it.
Okay. That's not
What?
a bad idea. He can
What, knee
kneel
pads?
down on my face.
No,
Knee
put that,
pads?
No, like it's a little board that you
Yeah.
kneel on. It's for gardeners, for old people.
you wouldn't
Oh.
understand.
Okay, so it's like,
a gardening
remember those
thing.
little kickboards you used to get at camp?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what it looks like.
Like the foam kickboards?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly like that.
What a great gift.
Okay, good. You know what? Point for King Scott. Thank
That's an
you.
idea. you. That's an idea.
So he's a gardener.
He's a gardener.
All right, so there you go. We just figured it out.
A T-shirt that says something about I'm a gardener.
I love hose. I love hose and have a picture of a hoe.
I love it.
I found a sign here that
That's
says
brilliant.
sometimes I wet my plants.
Cute.
Pretty awesome.
2 T-shirts already.
All right, send me a link.
We're good at this.
What do you guys want for
Now,
Christmas?
let's be honest.
I don't want
How many
anything.
times have you gone back in your radio career, gone back to the prize closet and gone shopping there?
Twice.
I don't want anything, but I do realize that I come from the place that, and we've talked about this, and I've realized that I'm on this side of the extreme. I come from the place that my parents told everybody when I turned 18, hey man, he's 18. Stop giving him gifts. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And, it was a bummer at 18, and like I had relatives like sneaking 20s in my pockets and that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it was like, okay, I understand. You got to have a line at some point. At least, my family feels that way. And my parents give me gifts, but I've never thought about asking them for anything. They've never said like, what do you want? It's some, like my dad's actually a great gift giver, but he always comes up with some like customized thing that he thinks about for a year, and then he like goes all out. And it's
It
like,
really is something from the heart. He'll
very
craft
personal.
something.
I love sentimental gifts like that.
Yeah.
other than that,
Okay, so
I prefer that.
I don't.
Prize
Yeah, I don't
closet.
want nothing else.
I've done prize closet shopping before here at the radio station.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing when we had CDs. And I'd be like the cool cousin who would hand out CDs to all his relatives.
That's neat.
But now that's not a thing anymore. And God forbid I ask my wife what she wants.
Oh, yeah.
Because her standard answer is, you should know.
Right.
That's the best.
Tim and I don't do gifts.
You should know. Oh, I'm waiting for her to say. I'm waiting for it. It's about that time, this time of year. We're not going to do gifts for each other.
We're not
this year.
doing that this
I
year,
can't
are we?
see. I can't bring it up.
Nope. This is something we have to.
This is something that she's got to bring
I
up.
think you can bring it up.
And we
It's
have
No,
to
no,
act-
no, no.
And we have to act like it's a happy
No,
surprise.
no. Oh, no.
Guys.
She
You know-
has to bring it up.
You know what happened yesterday? Almost better, but honestly, okay, not as good on the wallet, but almost better on the conscience is what my wife did yesterday.
What?
She looked at me and she said, "I bought my Christmas present yesterday."
Oh, good.
I said, "Sweet, man."
You're off the hook. Sweet relief.
Love that for her.
Feel like a lot
Yeah.
of pressure this time of year.
She's stoked.
Yes.
It's coming here in a week.
I'm kind of like, if they don't tell me, like Jerry said, shirts. Fine. Honestly, if nobody else replies, I'm just showing up empty-handed and see what happens. Little experiment.
Yeah,
with
let's see what
Christmas.
happens.
You know, because you'll never know.
Don't believe you.
Believe it.
That you're going to show up empty-handed.
I don't think she will.
If nobody's telling me what they want or giving me a genre of what you
So
want,
you're going to have stuff to open up, and they're going to go, oh, I don't see your stuff learned under the tree.
and then I'm going to go, Merry Christmas, everybody. It's a lesson this year.
Oh, cool. That's what I've given
I'm
you.
giving
A
you the
lesson.
gift of
Love
lesson
that.
learning.
Love that. No,
She's talking a good game.
I can't bring up the no gifts thing because that is a sign of me not paying
caring.
attention, not caring, which is not true. I do care, and I do feel a lot of pressure on getting the right thing. I do like to see joy in somebody's face
Sure.
when they open up a gift. And rarely when I give a gift, I see that joy. I always see disappointment. Rarely do I knock it out of the park. And when I do pat myself on the back.
Yes, as you should.
And I declare, nailed it.
Very good.
I have declared, nailed it.
I have declared, nailed it.
Do you say killing it in your little voice?
Yeah.
Good.
As everybody's in their PJs, around the Christmas tree that morning. Oh my God, it's a blah, blah, blah. Killed it.
Not if they repeat it though. Remember.
Yeah, if they repeat, yeah. But it's only within a certain time.
Oh, what do you mean?
So if it's,
a T-shirt?
It's like the first 15 seconds. If somebody opens something and within the first 15 seconds they say, "Oh,
A sweatshirt.
a sweatshirt."
Shirt, cool.
If they state what it is, they don't like it.
Can I say this about you
Oh
guys?
my God.
About you mofos right now?
Sweatshirt.
It's a book.
Listen, I have been shopping for all four of you, and I've never bought you anything before.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
And here's what's happened.
You can count me out.
I know.
Oh, no, we're exchanging
Let me
gifts.
say, I know
It's a thing we
the
do.
spectrum of your disappointment. And it is this. I give you something. If it doesn't leave the building, you hate it.
What you should have
If it
told him.
stays
That was supposed to
in-
be the test.
If it stays in our office,
That's not true.
I
Now-
know that you are very disappointed.
Now I'm definitely taking it home.
Good.
Should have. You should have waited to see.
Yeah, you blew it.
No, I don't care.
'Cause
You
you
need
are
to know. We're talking
somewhat
about
right.
it now.
You blew it.
You can do no wrong. You too.
I did
you're,
wrong.
You're new. You can do no wrong. You're not gonna get.
Nobody's
stranded.
even. Can I just? You know what? We're airing of the grievances right now. It's Festivus. I am very sad. When I joined the show, I bought us all Tervises with our stupid faces on it, and I use it every week. And none of you.
Yeah, but
Look at
mine's on
you.
display.
I have mine right
You
here.
don't use it. Do you
Mine's
ever-
on display. You never give me a lid
So is
for it.
mine.
It didn't come with a lid. I didn't know Tervis.com didn't come with lids. You had to buy the lid separately.
I didn't
That's my
come with
bad.
a lid.
You're all getting Tervis's lids.
Here's
I was
mine
going to
right
bring
here.
this up.
Scott has his right there.
Right there.
He's
I
right.
wanted
Near and
you
dear to my heart.
I wanted you to use it.
I'll start using
I can
mine.
start using
I'll be
mine.
honest with you. It meant so much to me, and I'm not being. I swear, I was just like, oh, this is such a sweet thing to do, being like a new person in the building. That she bought me a gift. That it was the first thing I displayed as like on my desk, and it's still there. I look at it. I turned it to where it's a picture of
I'm
all of
glaring at
us.
all of you
See,
right
see,
now.
look at me, and I was about to say, I got nothing, man.
It's our first day. We're all like posing together. It was the first picture we took as a group, and I'm like, that means a lot to me.
It is. It's our first photo we ever took.
I swear it's turned that way. It's almost like putting a picture on my
Yeah,
desk.
it's a
Okay.
photograph.
Same.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's got no lid.
It has no lid, and that's my fault.
Yeah.
I know.
Plus, with no lid, I was like, this is clearly a gag gift.
The Tervis lids are interchangeable, so you have Tervis lids at home. Okay.
You know, my wife and I are going
Inside.
to a wedding, a destination wedding in May.
Yeah.
Can that be our gift?
Oh,
To
like
each
your
other?
presents?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If both of you agree.
Yeah. Tina and I are going to the Bahamas. That's kind of
She needs to bring it up.
our gift.
She needs to bring it up. A lot of pressure this time of year. But I did yesterday buy myself a new TV and a new
Nice.
vacuum cleaner.
Cyber Monday deal?
Cyber Monday deal,
Look at
baby.
you.
All right, so your Christmas is taken care of.
Yeah.
What'd you get? The little robot vacuum?
No, we had to buy one of those like stick,
Oh, yes.
one of those stick
Stick.
vacuum cleaners. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
The rechargeable
It's like the
one?
Shark or whatever the hell it is.
We have one, and
Oh,
it's
those are
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
It's awesome, especially for dogs. Because you can just pop. You don't have to like get out unwind the cord, plug it in. You can just kind
Yeah.
of like spot vacuum.
Yeah, yeah. It was good for cars too, and it's
got the little
different
canister.
attachments.
I prefer the Shark
It'll be
brand.
here. It'll be here Saturday.
Me too. We got two
It'll
sharks.
be here Saturday. But I was driving around yesterday afternoon, and I was starting to see the Christmas trees attached to the roof racks.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we passed a couple little church lots, little church Christmas tree lots. You know, they were so very cute, so very movie-like.
Paul's asking what a Tervis is. Tervis is it's a insulated cup.
Yeah, it's an insulated cup. They used to
Insulated coffee cup.
sell Bed Bath & Beyond, hot or cold beverages. Like normally I have one on me, but I
Yeah, it's a big plastic cup.
it's a
it was
brand.
it was a thing that was in right before the Stanleys came
Right.
out.
yes.
So here's a question for you: what's better for the environment? Cutting down trees or plastic?
Cutting down. Oh,
Well, cutting down trees grow back. Plastic stays forever. So I
Yeah.
guess if we want plastic forever, then plastic.
Yeah, cutting down trees is better for the environment.
Oh.
So in a new poll, people were asked what kind of Christmas tree they prefer. What do they prefer? So this is a countrywide poll.
okay.
Artificial tree or real tree? What does America say?
I bought a new bigger plastic tree and I had the thought of, oh, I'm going to be reusing this until I'm dead. So to me that's one tree for the rest of my life.
Well, we know, everybody in here
One tree
prefer-
to rule them all.
Everybody, well, what does America say? Not as far as the environment goes, but what do they prefer?
They prefer real, I bet.
Yeah, real.
I say fake. I say they prefer fake.
America prefers fake.
Oh.
48% say they prefer artificial. 40% said real. 13% not sure.
Make up your mind.
Men and younger adults tended to prefer real trees. Now, why do you prefer the kind of tree you do? Maybe having a real tree smells nicer. Maybe a fake tree is easier and more convenient. They didn't ask about those things, but they did ask about price and sustainability. When asked which kind of tree is more affordable, 63% said artificial trees last long enough to be a better value. 19% claim real trees are cheaper. And when asked which choice is better for the environment, 47% said fake reusable trees are better because you don't waste trees,
Right.
while 33% said real trees are better because it cuts down on plastics. 19% not sure. But where do you put your tree in the house?
And over, and I'll show you.
Like where's your tree? Where's your
There's
tree
the
going?
star.
You talking about
Living room.
when it's up or when it's
Yeah,
down?
when it's up. Is it near a window?
It is near a window.
Mine's
Is it visible to the outside?
no.
Only if you're in a place I don't want you to be.
Tim would like to do we have a big bay window in the front of our house, and he's all about wanting to put the tree there, and it's just not a good place because it's the dining room and it's a big just cluster. So
Right.
I've nixed that idea, and we have ours in our living room by our record player.
Okay. Is it visible from the outside?
No, it is not.
Ooh.
Ours is in a corner now, actually, and it was because that was the best place for the family to celebrate Christmas. You know, with like
Yeah,
the
when
actual
you
presents.
all get down in the morning and
At first, I'll admit, like it was a display tree. It was like in front of the window, the front window, and it was like, what are we doing over here? We don't want to do Christmas morning over here.
That's why you have to get 2 trees.
do you have 2 trees?
We have I think 4.
Whoa, dang! One on every trampoline.
4-tree family.
4
doing
trees.
pretty
You have a
good.
tiny place.
All real, except for that part. But yeah, no, they're we got 4 of them. I mean, most of them are tiny.
Right.
Oh, tiny trees.
Yeah, but we have the
tiny
big
trees.
one in the living room, and it's in a corner next to our fake fireplace, and no window access.
No window access. You know, I have a friend whose mother said they didn't have because if you drive by some houses now, you'll see trees in the windows, like on display, so everybody in the
it looks
neighborhood can
awesome.
see.
Yeah.
Look how cool my tree is.
Look at us.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, his mother said never put the tree by the window because Christmas is not about being showy.
Okay.
What? Are you American? Because
Christmas is not about being showy.
Yeah, it's
wanna
not about
show
having
everybody
fun
our
lights
Christmas.
shine everywhere.
I understand.
I mean,
Nope, not at all.
everybody's house is lit up in the neighborhood.
I mean, it's.
That's funny.
I get wanting to put it in the window for like the ambiance of like driving down the street and seeing
Makes it-
everyone's Christmas lights. It's makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Mine's in the
warming
same
up your
place
neighborhood.
Lern's is, which is corner record player. I move our record player out a little bit, put the tree behind it. But we got one of those. We got a small place, so I bought one of those. It's really nice, but it's skinny. It's like a skinny cone-shaped tree.
Man, I grew up in a house, and now that I'm thinking about it, a neighborhood where all the living rooms, essentially, like the wall facing the street, was a window, and I'm talking like the whole thing. If you see the house that I grew up in, it's the whole. I mean, the whole living room wall is
Kind
a
of
window.
minimalist almost.
So yeah, we almost, if I remember right, we kind of walked up and down the neighborhood looking at people's trees. It was
Almost no choice because that's the only place to put
Tree
it.
yeah.
peepers.
So it was like.
Those ranch those split level.
Yeah, so I grew up on a real small, like, split level house, 7 steps up, 7 steps down, and the living room is just a big window. And if I remember right, like half of the houses had that. So of course the tree went there. So it was nice to kind of like see all the Christmas trees as you went down
Yeah.
the road.
It does warm up the neighborhood.
And that was that was the standard for me because that was that old ass neighborhood. It was built in the 50s.
Is every house on your neighborhood lit up?
Not really.
My neighborhood is not with it yet, man. I don't know. I feel like a couple years ago,
Whoa.
dude, it was like every other house was lit up, and I'm not seeing it this year.
We need that sled to fly. They better
Well,
get there.
Maybe it just hasn't
Christmas
happened.
spirit,
I
go
do
on.
forget that we jumped early. Remember, we did like first week in November. It's only November 28th.
Yeah, but it only comes once a year.
Yeah,
You gotta
but
get there early.
Thanksgiving's over. Santa came down the street. The Macy's, Macy's parade.
It's no Newtown.
It's here.
'Tis the season.
You
We're
been
here.
you been in Newtown during this time?
No, I don't go up there.
Golly, man, it's
Is it
awesome. Oh, it's all. It's well, I think they have like I think it's encouraged and they have like competitions and stuff. But dude, their Halloween
Yeah, of
and their
course.
Christmas. Oh,
love it.
crazy
course.
cool.
Another incident on an airplane. I'll tell you guys about. This is from Sunday. Officials said a Southwest Airlines passenger was taken to a hospital for an evaluation after he opened the plane's emergency exit hatch and jumped onto the plane's wing.
Okay.
Whoa.
Here's what that sounded like. Here we go. Yep. It's inside the plane.
He put something on the plane and he jumped out the exit window.
Uh-huh.
This is on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be like this. Open this, grab my bag, put my bag on, and walk off the plane because they're about to get us off this plane and
Yeah.
put us on another one anyway.
Damn it, right?
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Come on.
Go get some coffee and a McMuffin or whatever.
This
the heck they
happened
have.
at Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport Sunday. The plane was still parked at the terminal, had yet to push back from the gate for takeoff.
Like, I don't need my own video of this. There's going to be 100 videos of this online, so I'm just going to walk off and go get some breakfast because it's going to be a while before
Yeah.
they put us on another plane because this idiot ruined it again.
It's not clear what prompted the passenger to open the emergency exit. Passengers on the flight, caught the moment on phones, and that video's gone viral. The sheriff's office said he was caught on the tarmac, transported to a local hospital for evaluation. Witnesses at the airport said the guy had been walking on the airplane's wing before jumping down and running across the tarmac.
He didn't break his leg or anything? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
That's pretty high.
Wow. This guy's pretty strong. That's weird.
I'm like almost done flying. I think.
Oh no, see, no.
I know.
No,
I
this
know.
is part
I
of the
know.
joy.
I fly every other
I know,
week.
you guys. I just. I'm
This
a land
stuff-
animal.
this
I
stuff
just
doesn't
don't
happen.
want to deal with these psychos.
Well, and I'm going to
anymore.
ask this question. So, and as of me reading the story this morning, we don't know who this guy is. No criminal charges have been issued. I think it's just somebody that kind of snapped. He jumped off the wing and tried to commandeer one of those baggage carts.
Dude,
Hey, it's kind of
kinda
fun.
rad, honestly.
That's why you didn't get in trouble because it was kind of cool.
The amount of people, because I saw, and I don't know if you have this, I don't want to step on something we're going to talk about later, but did you see the guy on the Disney ride?
Oh, that got naked and
Yeah.
It's a Small World?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It sure was a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's just people are just I think people are getting effed up at places they don't need to be getting effed up at. They can't handle their drugs anymore.
Yeah, this is a Disney. Was it Disney World? The guy stripped down
It was
naked.
on Small World, and he stripped down to his undies and just like got up and started like hugging all the people in the Small World exhibit, and he was climbing up, and they were just like, "Sir, please get down. Sir, please get down." And he was just clearly like, I mean, they said he was drunk and they think on acid probably, but
Do you think?
Golly.
Has any? I saw that headline and I thought, like, what? How big was his wiener? Because it's a small world after all. Like, that would either be the funniest thing or like, oh,
it's funny either way.
it's
He-
funny
he
either
didn't
way.
think
But
that through?
I went immediately to the gutter with that thought.
They're saying he was naked.
Yeah, it was. The video I saw, he was butt naked.
Well, the one I saw, he had undies on still, but maybe he
Oh.
got naked as it progressed.
That's kind of how the ride goes, right? By the end of the ride, everyone's disrobed.
Doing acid and going through that ride is like pure hell, I imagine, right? So, I mean, I understand. Like,
I
he's
can imagine
like, I gotta
Disney
get
World
out of
in
this.
general.
Oh, this is Disneyland. Okay, so
and he's out. He's not in the ride. He's outside.
he's outside
Oh,
the ride.
he's in the
He
ride.
well, yeah.
Did he?
He's a fixture.
He's a part of it now. But he's like he jumps in the water and he's trying to get into the tunnel, and then
But it's
this
not
guy's
real
like,
water. It's like plastic that looks like water. And he gets in it, he sits down in it, and he starts trying to splash it on himself. But it's like,
Oh, I didn't
it's just
see
like
that.
a plastic
Really?
sheet that's going like,
Oh, I didn't
it looks
see that.
like a wave. And I'm like, this guy is
I'm
out
finding
of
the
the
story.
gourd.
I saw him actually in the water, and then
Yeah, I saw him in the
He was
water.
like half in the water, then he hopped out, and he turned around. And, the crowd that was like filming and watching, when he turns around, goes, "Oh." Like, oh, he has one of those.
Here it is. Disneyland guests had their cell phone cameras recording when a man who police say was high on drugs, stripped naked, and wandered around at the Small World on Sunday, disrupting the popular ride for hundreds of parkgoers. 26-year-old man was arrested, booked by Anaheim police on charges of indecent exposure and being under the influence of a controlled substance. Several Disneyland parkgoers shared video of the incident on social media. One clip shows the streaker, who was still wearing boxer shorts at the time, sitting in front of the ride's miniature Taj Mahal, surrounded by singing animatronic dolls before standing up and walking away.
That's what I saw.
Another
here's the
clip
video.
shows him
Right here.
completely nude in the water near the ride's entrance as park employees approach.
And he jumps in, and then the guy comes over, and he almost like. What I'm disappointed in is if he's going to go this far, he gives up real easy. He goes, "Oh, you're here to stop me? Oh, okay. I guess I'll walk right out."
Here's what I'm assuming. He's high on whatever, and he thinks it's okay, and then they approach, and he gives up easily because he's like, "Oh, that's not cool.
Oh,
Like, this is not...
no.
We're
that's
not- no,
Everybody's
we can't
not
do
doing this? He does have a super sweet haircut. He looks like my cousin Paul in 1987.
The ride was stopped for about an hour while park security dealt with the situation. One tweeted, "I cannot believe this is happening."
He's got curly mullet vibe.
Yeah,
You know?
that hair is.
He's a pretty lanky
rules,
dude. I'm guessing he probably had probably a shower.
he looks like he's
yeah.
from Kansas
Pretty big
City.
circle.
See,
Disney says proper attire, including shoes and shirts, must be worn at all times.
Hey, by
I'm
the
just
way,
glad Jeff Goldblum's doing something.
yeah,
And listen, we've had stories. You know, there's been fights at Disney.
yeah, I mean, this
Brawls.
is bound to happen when 1 million people go through there every day.
The whole, people pooping online. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah. You
I
can't.
apologized.
You talk about the airplanes. You don't want to fly anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many planes do you think are in the air at any given time?
I don't know, like 1,000 million. I don't know.
1,000 million.
I don't know.
Clear close.
I'm not good at that sort of thing. Like, how
It
many
is-
people are? Hang on, let me do some
It
math.
is in between 1,000 and 1,000,000.
I mean, yeah, and I know, but guys, like, we're all going to be on a flight one day where somebody's going to lose it.
No,
Yeah, man.
I'm going to ask you this question.
Sweet.
Okay, so this guy,
Entertain me.
you had the woman who took their pants down yesterday, started
Whizzing.
in the aisle. You had the woman who was possessed by the devil last week.
yeah.
She's but last week, yes.
Last week.
It says, by the way, that between 5,000 and 20,000 planes are in the air at any given
given
moment.
time.
Those are good odds.
You got the guy today who opened up the exit, jumped off the wing. I've been on a lot of planes.
Mm-hmm.
I have not. I mean, I had one thing happen,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a medical emergency. That was it.
Yeah,
the guy had a seizure next to me.
Yeah, I've been on one where a guy had a heart attack.
Whoa, really?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, we were going down to Mexico. It was a station trip actually, and one of our listeners who went with us had a heart attack. He lived and he's okay. He actually ended up getting there eventually.
Whoa.
But yeah, I had to get some.
Hey, you still went on vacation.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy's awesome.
We had to
That's
land
American.
emergency land in Mississippi, and we had to stay on the tarmac for like 3 hours.
See you guys there. That's crazy.
So I had a guy sitting next to me on the way out to L.A. have a seizure. He was in the middle seat, and this was one of those flights where you get on, and you go, "Oh man, it's a packed flight.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be crowded." I was given a window seat, thank God. And guy gets on the aisle seat, and I'm like, "Oh man, hold on, hope nobody's got this middle seat." And then man comes, middle seat. Before we push back from the gate, the guy has a giant seizure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I didn't notice because and Moon, I think you do the same thing. And once I'm in my seat, I lock in. I was by myself, headphones in. I'll see you in L.A. I'm in my periphery. Nothing's going on. Maybe my eyes were shut. Whatever. So the guy next to him, hits the flight attendant bell, and they come run over. The guy's like, I open my eyes, you take my headphones off. Oh my God, the guy's having a seizure.
Wow.
And then he refused to get off the plane because they're like, we cannot take off.
Right.
Yeah.
You just had a seizure. If this happens
Mid-flight.
you can't.
Yeah.
You got to get off the flight.
I mean, look at the guy sitting next to you. We can't count on him.
and the poor
He won't even say yes.
The poor guy was on his way to L.A. to see a doctor.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Rizz.
Yeah, that was nice.
Thanks for bringing us down.
I'm
this
just
morning.
telling you, the guy was on his way out to L.A. to see the doctor, and he's like, I'm not getting off the plane. And he starts arguing, and I'm like, here we go. Here we go. And like, sir, you need to get off the plane or else we're going to call the police.
Yeah.
And then he goes, all right, I'll get off. And lucky me, empty seat next to me.
Wow.
Who wins? This guy.
This guy does. You slap fives
You
to the
lucky
other guy.
duck.
Woo,
He's
yeah.
over there the whole time going,
All right.
hey, man, you should probably get off. You should probably get off the plane.
Yeah, I was like,
Come
yeah,
on,
you
man,
should probably get off
why'd
the
you get
plane.
off the plane? Let me help you get off the plane. Here's your bag, man.
Yeah, I need help with that? What was the most bizarre thing you've ever seen on a flight?
Man, I'm trying to
And you've flown a lot. Rafe, you've flown a lot. Scott, you've flown a lot.
Yeah, I have.
You've been
trying to
on
think.
planes.
I've been on planes.
I've been lucky, man. I just want to knock on graphite or whatever this thing is made of. I think the worst thing, there was like a couple of passengers that got a little, there was like a dude one time that was really like, I thought it was going to escalate and it didn't. He was just like really agitated. He didn't want to sit down the whole flight. I don't know if he was an anxious flyer or what, but he was just like pacing the aisle, and the flight attendants were getting a little. And then when they'd ask him to sit down, he'd be like, "I don't have to legally. I don't have to legally. I don't have to." And I'm just like, "Oh,
Mr. I know the law.
yeah." And he was just like making everyone anxious. Like he was pacing up and down the aisles and like just wouldn't chill at all. Never sat in his seat except for when they made him sit down on takeoff and landing. He was up pacing the aisles. And he made a big stink, and they just kind of left him alone.
I'd say probably the weirdest thing was international flights. Man, one of them, though, was like, it was an entire tour. So it was like 11 bands and crews going over there. And guess what happens on 14, 15-hour flights?
Everybody gets drunk.
Everybody gets hammered.
Yeah.
So I still remember this guy to this day, the most annoying laugh I've ever heard in my life. And it was really annoying to all of us. And then it was really annoying to the rest of the flight. And I remember the rest of the flight. Occasionally people would chirp up and be like, hey, man, why don't you take a nap?
Yeah.
Or why don't you stop this? Or why don't you stop that? So people kind of chirping at him. I still remember his name because, I mean, I haven't seen him since this flight. And it was to Australia, so it was who knows how long, very long. The other one I would say was coming back from Japan. It was an American flight. Not American Airlines, but it was American flight attendants. Because a lot of times when you're over there, like you're flying JAL. And, dude, JAL is so good. It's so buttoned up. Everything is so very proper and Japanese, right? And you can tell when you get back on something that's going to Dallas that originated in Dallas.
Yeah. And the Neanderthals.
And I remember
sloppy Americans.
I remember it because there's a lot more potential for yelling from the flight attendants. And this guy clearly doesn't speak English and doesn't know the rules. And it was like on takeoff and on descension, you know, like when you're supposed to be strapped in and all that kind of stuff. This guy, tiny little dude, and he would get up and head to the bathroom. And I remember the flight attendants were strapped in, like they were buckled, like we were about to land this plane.
You need to sit.
And they were screaming, top of their lungs, "Sit down! You've got to sit down!" And this guy
didn't care.
He didn't care. He didn't hear. He didn't whatever. This dude, this guy was in the aisles, walking about, or in the overhead during the actual taking off and landing of this plane, both. And I remember this gal just screaming, top of the lungs, bloody murder, like, "Sit down," screaming at this guy. "Somebody grab him,
well,
sit down."
Weird things happen to people. It's high stress situations. Throw in alcohol. Throw in Xanax.
Yes. Throw in mental illness. I mean, we have a mental illness crisis in the world.
Throw in crazy people.
I've seen
and it's a recipe. It's a recipe for disaster.
I've seen some people crying, but I never know what it is.
I was on a plane once, high turbulence, where I think 20 or 30 people threw up.
Oh, this flight from New Mexico on the way back here. The gal I was sitting next to, she at the end, she was real quiet, but you could tell she was pretty tense. And at the end, she goes, "That was the roughest flight I've ever been on." And it was pretty brutal. It was really, really brutal, shaky.
Man.
But I don't know, man. The crying thing, I never know what to do because I always want to say like, "Hey, you okay?" And if it's a fear thing, I could probably be of assistance. I can calm you down. This would be great. But I swear, the last couple times I've seen that, I think it's like breakup stuff. Like somebody just got broken up with or something. And I'm just like, oh, do I want to?
Nah.
And it's usually you kind of give them.
That's an easy one because if it's a lady, you console him. If it's a guy, it's like, dude, don't cry. Men don't cry. Yeah. This is really nice, and it helps them get over it quickly.
The last one I remember, I gave the look. I gave her a look like this, and I kind of put my hand out like, "Hey, you okay?" And she, it was like a, "Leave me alone."
Nah.
You know, it was
I'm not getting involved.
I hate all men right now.
But I mean, it was you got to reach out and like, you know, like make an effort. That was my effort. No words.
I'm
I was
always
like,
thinking I'm gonna make it worse.
You know?
Yeah, I think I've been very fortunate. I kind of like my parking situation. I always am prayed up before I get on those airplanes. You know?
Manifest.
And so I've had pretty good flights with people. Sometimes there's turbulence, all that kind of stuff. But the one flight that was weird is Moon was on this one, was a little prop plane, and we were going from Miami to Fort Myers, and we were about to get on there. There's three of us, part of our group that still hadn't boarded yet, out there on the tarmac, and one of the guys is a big fella. And they stopped us, like, "Hey, we're overweight. You guys can't come on."
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, "Well, we got to switch someone out because this lead singer is right here. He's got to get on that plane because he has a show tomorrow." And they're like, "Nope, you know, blah, blah." And it took forever, like 20 minutes or something of us just standing out there. And all of a sudden, they're like, "Okay, you guys are good to go." They didn't move anything.
No, but so they were asking us
forever's a
our
whole
weight.
20 minutes.
They were asking us our weight.
They were asking us our weight. And then they got on the plane, and the whole time, you know, it's a prop plane, so it just does this. And everyone's kind of like, "Are we?"
Yeah, I've had flights where they've asked weight.
But he's right. They asked us what our weight was and said we're overweight and that we need to drop somebody, and then ended up not dropping somebody. So now
everyone's sitting there.
Yes, and I was 15,000 feet in the air going, "Oh my God, we're overweight."
That was like a week or two after our flight in Manchester, where we were in a jumbo and it hit the ground on the right side, and then it bounced left, and everything started falling from the top. People were screaming. And then we had this flight, and everyone's just like, okay, sweating and like just scared to death.
I forgot about that.
One of those little planes with the two propellers, San Juan, Puerto Rico to the Ana de Vieques, and it was a little, you almost skimmed the ocean.
Oh, wow.
Like you almost skimmed the water.
Those are cool. Those you're just like, whoa.
My wife and I was sitting next to the pilot, which was awesome. And then my wife was in the
Drinking with
back,
them?
and then it was, we had a couple beers. And then there were 2 other women on the plane. One wept the entire time.
Yeah.
She cried the entire time. But I think, guys, we just need to chill out.
Why was she crying the whole flight?
Because we were so close to the water, and it was a prop plane.
She was
and it
just scared.
She was scared.
Oh.
I mean, I was literally sitting next to the pilot. I thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Where I could, if I wanted to,
Bring this baby down.
I could bring this baby down if I
You
wanted to.
could have landed it?
I had the thing in front of me.
That's what he meant.
That was the scariest thing that ever happened to me on a plane. It wasn't a passenger. It was like, we flew into Denver one time, and the pilot missed the landing like 5 times.
Oh yeah, we just did that. What is it?
And
Denver must be.
you start being like, what's going on? Like, he can't, I mean, went down, we're coming in, he pulls out of it, he like overshot the runway, and then hard banks. Circle. I mean, like everyone in the planes, like they needed one of those old crap handles you have in a car or whatever.
Yeah, I
And then
think
he,
that's
like,
wind sometimes.
It probably is, but then you start to doubt your pilot's ability a little bit about that 4th miss.
Yeah, immediately.
You're like, hey man, can somebody else land this plane?
These
We're
planes
in the
can land
mountains of
themselves
Denver.
now.
I mean,
Isn't
I
it-
get it's probably a hard one to land, but
It's always weird to also watch those airplanes on whenever you're in a big storm and they land, how they're basically sideways when they come on the tarmac. That thing is so wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of schooling to be a
Yeah.
pilot.
Dude, when
They're
they,
good.
I'm all good with it.
when they overshoot it though, and they don't say something,
yes, and he
that's
didn't.
when
Oh,
it
yeah.
gets nerve.
He didn't
wracking.
say anything ever.
We just overshot one in Phoenix, and when he overshot, he came on right away, and he goes, we're gonna approach from the other
Yeah.
side. The wind is just
they have
too
their
heavy on
reasons.
that side.
But again, let's just all
You're like, okay, well, you know
let's
what?
just all
That's all I needed. It made me feel fine. I was like, oh, okay, cool. There's a reason, and he's got this.
we all got to chill out.
Or just don't fly anymore, you guys.
Or don't fly anymore. No,
flying
listen. We
this
got to
week.
fly. We got to fly. We got to fly. But again, we need to chill out.
I'm selling my house. I'm going to get an RV with a bathroom fully
Yeah,
stocked.
baby.
All right, there, John Madden.
And
You know
are
John
too.
I'm
Madden.
John Madden. I am.
We are too.
John
That's our
Madden
plan, dude.
never flew anywhere. He took the Madden bus.
I'm going to tell.
I mean, that does sound fun.
The Madden bus.
Yeah.
I'm going to have it fully stocked with every type of snack. And I'm going to be cool, man. And I'll never leave the country. America.
You should see some of these RVs they got now, man. We were down at Byerly, like touring the RVs.
Yeah.
The coolest things ever. They're the coolest things ever.
I know.
Yeah,
We're
listen,
getting one.
RV technology has come a long way.
For 400 kids.
But
King size bed
No,
in the back,
dude,
dude.
I'm
But
You're
still,
tired of sleep.
even planes, they're technologically superior than what we've had, in years past. We just need to chill out.
Now it's Joe time.
Maybe we need to
no.
do that a bit more.
You can Joe. in
Maybe
your
we need to do.
RV.
Maybe they should allow that on planes.
yeah, Joe Pods.
Can you Joe on your plane? No, you can't. Without
Maybe
getting
they should
arrested.
allow that.
What do you mean?
You can't Joe on a plane.
Since when?
What you talking about in the bathroom?
I'm talking anywhere.
You talking about in general?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I got a story for you.
Oh, please.
I got a story out of Georgia.
Great segue.
I got a story out of Georgia where video was released this week of a woman in Georgia being arrested after, now, guys Joe, women Jill.
And my mom's name is Jill, and I'm disgusted. Back to you.
Where this woman was arrested after jilling on a beach. This happened back on.
Keep it going.
This happened back on July 1st, 2021. Tybee Island Beach. Police body cam footage has just been released. And it shows officers arresting this woman, 34-year-old Christina Revels-Glick. And she was breaking down as she was being handcuffed and marched away from the sand. Nice-looking woman, by the way. Because I've seen the body cam footage. Some people say, yes, she deserved to be arrested. Others say, In the video, and let me play some of the audio here. Here's Christina and the cops.
When you think
Right
of-
after this
that's
message,
a cool.
damn it.
That's
Coming
a
up
cool,
on Fox,
That's a cool
Christina
band
and the
name.
Cops.
Yeah, that's a cool band name, by the way.
Christina and the cops.
And up next, Christina and the Cops.
Right after this short advertisement
1, 2,
from
3,
the
4.
Daily Mail's website.
Okay.
So in the video, you hear her at first deny, the whole jilling thing. Here she is. Okay, here's
That
Christina
is
and the
not
cops.
what I expected.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
There was nobody. I was just sitting on my tail. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
What?
Me?
Now she's in a one-piece bathing suit. She's holding an aluminum can of Bud Heavy. She's got a backpack.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us that?
Nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies.
Is somebody punking me?
Man, leave her alone.
She's got her bathing suit on.
She's got a bathing suit. She's got a backpack.
So there was no nudity. It was just.
She got a one piece. She looks like a lifeguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the video, you hear she at first denies, jilling, saying she's just lying down on a towel. What are you doing? And then when police ask, like, hey, can we, go through your bag? She admits, yeah, I got a vibrator in there.
That's not a crime.
I was using it to relax.
This might be
Stressed out.
She's stressed.
It only took 20 seconds to finish, guys.
It's not only that. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me.
It's a family beach, by the way. There's a restaurant right there.
Well, yeah, they're family.
There's a restaurant right there.
Let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Now she's walking over
Is there
to
anything in the bag?
some
No.
beach chairs.
Is it right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and
This is my
can I see the
pleasure
contents
purse.
inside the bag?
Yes. I don't really understand what y'all.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. That's why I'm saying.
Now she's the victim.
Yeah, I love it.
Now she turned the tables. Now she's the victim.
Well,
This is really highly offensive to me.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So
now she's admitting, I was just, I put it over here, pointing to her.
Guys, I'm seeing an update from this. She allegedly committed suicide.
No.
I'm looking. Yeah, I literally. Somebody said in the chat, and I looked it up, and it says headline: Christina Revels Glick arrested and shamed for joeing on Tybee Island, beach found dead at 36.
When?
This is from a day ago.
I just saw the story this morning.
I know. That's wild.
So this arrest
this is
happened in
ridiculous.
2021.
The arrest happened in 2021. The video, the body cam footage just came out within the past day or two.
So this
so it went
brings
national.
So what?
This brings up a question. And is it appropriate for police departments just to pump this out to every news thing they can?
I don't know. What my point of it was going to be was there was going to be two sides to. That's horrible.
And can't they blur her face out when they post this stuff?
Well, it's public information.
I know, but still.
And it's a freedom of information. It's public, it's the police.
Yeah, make it tough for people to find, but if you're going to release it.
Well, my point was going to be there were some people that were like, listen, she did it on the beach, a public beach.
Right.
And people heard her moaning.
Yes.
People heard her moaning, and that's why they called 911. What are the cops supposed to do?
Well, no, I mean, it's like a double standard. I said, I'm not, women are concave, men are convex. It's a different type of experience with men. I know I'm being sexist right now, but
I'm on your side.
She wasn't naked. I don't like that there were families nearby. That's awful. I'm not saying that's okay, but
I would be more upset by that than the lady double-clicking the mouse on the beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw a bunch of kids with boogie boards, invading my beach chill time, I'd be like, I would much rather have a nice-looking lady in a one-piece,
Right.
just, with a bullet, keeping to herself.
So personal preferences aside, what if it's a dude?
yeah, no, I mean, we just had the story last week about that guy that went to the Come and Go gas station and was joeing
Up
there.
in Iowa.
Oh, dude.
And by the way, I passed a Come and Go gas station this weekend, and that's all I could think of.
Oh, I went to one.
One of my
Filled
best
up.
friends.
Yeah, he filled up.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it. What's some of the U.S. virgins, like St. Bart's, St. Thomas?
St. Kitts.
It's one of those islands. My friend went there for his honeymoon, and they had, security guards, and he and his wife were doing, their honeymoon photo shoot. It came as part of their package or whatever. Mm-hmm. She was, in a bikini. They were, doing beach photos, and this guy was joeing in the bushes, and it was one of the security guards.
What?
And they caught him, and my friend was like, hey, man, that guy is joeing right now. And he was like a guy with an AK-47 on his back.
What?
Because it was armed guard. You go to these places that are resorts, and they have armed guards. So he complained, and they're like, oh, we don't know what's going on. We're sorry about that. And then they said they moved down the beach, and the guy came back, caught him again, And then he complained to the resort. They gave him a free vacation.
Oh, really?
But he's like, yeah, you can come back to the place where this happened to you. But they gave him a bunch of like free stuff and then told him they could come back for another 2-week free stay.
Oh, I feel horrible.
Okay, so
Well,
so we have this thing here. So this happened in 2021, and they just released the body cam footage.
Just released the body cam footage.
And then she took her life.
Right, and it's
So
it's
why
gone.
why 2 years later did they release?
I don't think that it's gone to trial yet. Because she was arrested for indecent exposure and
Indecent
disorderly
exposure
conduct.
and disorderly conduct. She says, quote, she was sorry for what she did. She didn't think anybody saw her. She partook in the act for, quote, 20 seconds.
So she says, but people who called 911 said they heard moaning, and that's why they called 911.
Sure,
It was in front of a restaurant.
I understand, but what this is saying is that because of, this was 2 years ago, she was embarrassed, shamed, blah, 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 and then this is fresh humiliation after the body cam footage is then released to the public.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you think about it. I think about that often where we have a shame problem anyway. Like, people don't deal with shame in a healthy way. And I mean, I know I have problems with it and just like anybody else would. But when you have events like this where, yes, people masturbate, let's just say that out in the open.
There's
it's
a time
fine.
and place.
There's a time and place. But I
Time
also
is now.
like...
And the place is everywhere.
Okay. Well, you can't.
Well, I am.
Like, how else would we? I mean, yes, this woman was masturbating on a beach and people saw it and called it in. And yes, okay, can we maybe go into the hotel and do that? I guess, yes. Yeah. But yeah, like, how do we process things that go viral? That's kind of a new thing in humanity. You know,
Sure.
200 years ago, if you were doing this, it wasn't going viral to the world.
Yeah.
And now every little thing does.
Yeah, like your shame and your embarrassment was isolated or at least fenced.
Sure.
Right.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
To your community.
Think
To-
about the
to a
show
certain degree.
Cops.
Right.
Think
Right.
about the show Cops.
So
Yeah.
so let's go further with that though. And I understand what you're saying, and I think we should try to figure this out. But should we not also try to figure this out in a fair way both ways? Because we would not be talking about this if it was a feller.
No, we would be talking about it.
Not like this.
What do you mean?
There's no way.
If a man committed
yourself,
suicide after like the guy from the Come and Go gas station, if we read, like, oh my gosh, he committed suicide after.
No. I'm saying just.
Well,
the
that
sto-
wasn't my
just-
reason for bringing up the
Just
story.
the story
I know.
in general. Just the story in general. Like we would just be. We'd be talking about it, but not with the same tone, not with the same direction.
If it was a guy, we'd all be like, disgusting. You should go to
screw
jail
you, bro.
forever.
Yeah, like
Yeah, there
sex
is a double
offender.
standard with women in that way. I will say
Right, so
that we have that.
you don't think so?
Because people were like, man, she's, good for her. She's living her best life.
All of us said
Who are
something
the
snarky.
Karen families that called 911 on
Right.
this woman?
Right.
This woman's attractive. We're into that.
Yeah, all of us said something.
But that's
Yeah,
also
see, I
because
don't-
The people that called
hang on.
911, they must have a sad life. That was the tone of the comments.
But that's also because we sexualize women in such a way where, like, for some reason, this is okay in some people's minds. It's not as offensive.
I agree.
What?
It's just such hotter. There's something different when a guy's like hunched over. Like the act itself is way more egregious.
Yeah. But think if
Like,
she
you don't even
wasn't.
want to see yourself in a mirror, let alone on a public beach.
Yeah. If she wasn't pretty, I guarantee this would not even be in the press, and they probably wouldn't even released it.
I don't know if that's true.
Possibly.
I don't think
Maybe,
so.
yeah, if it-
Because
if
this
it
is
was a-
like they're like the police department's like, yeah, look at this one. We got a big one. It's going to be good for us.
See, the larger point, and I've talked about this in my act before, was like, the standard comedian as kids today got it so easy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, they got it hard. Like I talk about like when I wore a denim duster to school to try on a new personality, in my act now. But it's like I've had 25 years to process that. Back then, it was like it was between me and all the kids in my high school, like this embarrassing moment that happened that I was like, oh, I tried something out, didn't work. Yeah, I got teased for a couple days at school, and eventually somebody else did something, and it all blew over. But now, like, the fact that, like, how quickly you could become a meme or an internet or go viral, like, that has to be a source of high anxiety for children. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Especially kids. I mean, all things aside, adults too, but I'm like, just imagine, like, being in your formative years and something like that happening at school. You getting teased for something at school, and now it's
Everywhere.
national news. Like David After Dentist is a grown-up now. Wherever that guy is, and granted that was like a pretty mild thing, but you can just become like a viral meme or a tweet so quickly. You can be reduced down. Even the guy, like It's a popular meme. It's in everything. It's like the black dude with the big Johnson sitting on the edge of the bed. Like, I watched a documentary about that guy, and it's like, he was like a youth menace. It was like one day he did that. He was out of money, and he took this picture, and he like, it kind of messed his life up, you know, because it was like he was like a youth minister, and like, this is afterwards. He like became like he was like a football coach, and it caused him all kinds of problems because this thing just went. This one thing that he let somebody take a picture of him for like $100 went viral.
Well, you said it before, Rafe, where you say like no one is ever their worst day.
You're not your best or worst moment.
Yeah, and so like this is this woman's like I'm assuming one of the worst moments, and it went viral, and now she's
Twice.
dead.
Well,
because
and I'm just to there's no credible news source that says she's actually dead.
Not yet.
There's a bunch of different kind of
Yeah, a bunch of,
fringe,
like,
That's the
weird looking news.
kind of weird looking
I hope
news
she's not
sites.
dead.
I hope she's not dead too.
me too, because this will pass and
Because-
she'll be fine.
And do remember, formidable years when you're a teenager, and being one that was pretty terrorized by external and internal forces. Whenever anything happens that's embarrassing or shameful, like it is the world, with or without the internet. Like your world, as far as your world exists in your capacity for understanding your world, you are embarrassed to the world.
Sure, it's
and I'm not saying that
feelings.
it's not different, obviously, going viral, you know, globally or any of that kind of stuff. But when you're a kid, South County or whatever the hell, like you know, your school, your classroom, whatever
Right.
it is, that's the world. And if the world is looking at you and laughing at you, the world is looking at you
Just
and
know
laughing
this
at
is
you.
2021, so this is not new. It's not new that everybody's got a cell phone camera,
Right.
and YouTube exists, and Twitter exists, and
Yeah.
Facebook exists, and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
I just
exists.
mean there's like a lot of nuance when we're figuring all that
Right.
out.
Unfortunately, you know, she did something stupid, and you know, there's consequences.
But it will.
her
That's
actions.
fast paced as well. This nobody's going to know of. We're not going to think of this in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is. We'll be on to the next dumb thing that's
yeah, the
happening.
next
in the world.
person to pee on the plane. And,
yeah, which is something you got to teach people and
Anyway.
Take her
kids.
potential death out of it, which is if she did wind up killing herself, that's horrible.
Right.
This too shall pass.
My point of it was going to be if it's a dude,
Yeah.
people would not be saying good for her.
Right. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
And people are giving the cops crap, which that's also stupid because they're
Doing
what are
their
they supposed to
job.
do?
You got to have it has to be. It's justice.
Yeah.
So yeah, if a man is able to get arrested,
broke the law.
She broke the law.
Yeah, it's a
yes.
family beach. If it was probably one of the nudist beach or something, I bet it'd be
Even
a different.
still, you can't. Jill
I know,
or Joe
but
on
I
the
bet
nudist
it'd be
beach.
slightly different in that. But this is a family beach, and they were doing their jobs. They were called in to help keep the beach safe, and they did.
And multiple people called 911 saying they're hearing a woman moaning.
What better way to start a family? On a family beach.
All right.
That's true. Yeah.
Then
And
with
then
your
let's
You
put
need
out
a-
the call. Hey, I'm single and looking to mingle. You know? Think
And
about that.
Well, you
And
think,
have
you think
they-
it was bait?
Could have been.
Have they done any studies yet? To see if
BATE, bait? She's baiting?
vibrations will disrupt the undertow and any
I don't
strong
know.
currents? Because that could have
Scott.
been a benefit.
I mean, just
This
like-
was, by the way, at 5:30 in the afternoon. She did this.
right. Oh, the sun was just going down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
beautiful.
In July.
Hey.
No, this is July. So
She pulled it
that
out.
was-
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Good for her.
Yeah, I hope it's not true that she wound up
I
taking
know.
her
I
own
hope
life.
she's alive, and I hope she understands. Like, you know,
I'm
this
sure
too
there's
shall
a
pass,
yeah.
like you were saying.
Yeah, yeah, good and bad.
Yeah.
Like this too shall pass.
Honestly, everyone's on her side, too. So, like, I hope she.
I mean,
One,
not
I hope she's
everybody's on her
alive,
side.
and two, I hope she. Well, it seems like the general public is like, leave her alone. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like she's being.
Maybe don't do it where there are people around.
Well, it didn't
she said she looked around and she didn't think anybody was looking, but
There you go.
I guess she was loud enough where people heard her. But also, don't give the cops any crap either. I've seen a lot of that. Like, don't the cops have better things to do?
They're just doing their job.
Maybe not. Maybe not on that beach. You know, maybe that's what they're doing.
Maybe that's what they're doing,
They're
making
doing their
sure
job, responding to calls.
Yeah.
Making sure the beach is safe for families.
Right.
Ah,
Man, that's wild.
we'll have more on this story as it becomes available.
Yeah. Hope she's alive.
Yeah, and we tend to do that, and this shall pass only with like devastation and stuff. But you got to do that with everything evenly. Like you know, I forget who it was, like Tom Hanks or somebody was on some round table, and he's like, "Oh, the best lesson I learned through youth and all that kind of stuff is just realizing that like this won't last forever. The bad and the good. Like oh my gosh, I won an Oscar. This ain't gonna last forever.
Right.
This feeling, this all that stuff. This
Yeah.
too shall pass, man.
Oh, you want to get into some controversy? Want to get into some controversy? Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. And these kind of questions are always fun because there's no wrong answer. Or is there? Or is there?
In this room, there's always a wrong answer.
More than 25,000 people took an online poll on, quote, some of the world's most controversial questions. Let's see where we all fall.
All right.
If we fall with the public or we're off on our own.
I love this.
I'm gonna make a little.
These are
scorecard.
controversial questions.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Keep score.
Okay.
Keep score.
All right.
Because there are always winners and losers. Does a straw have one hole or two?
2.
Does a straw have one hole or two?
Okay. So, am I answering what I think is the truth,
I'm
or what I
thinking-
think other people are gonna
What
say?
you believe.
What you believe.
All right.
What you believe. I'm out of this because I've seen the answers and it will unconsciously
Oh, how
Affect your
convenient.
sway my opinions on things. if I want to be fair.
2.
2.
Does a straw have one or two holes?
2.
One.
It's 1.
It's one.
There is a scientific answer to it, but so you all say 2?
I say 1.
You say 1.
Yeah.
America says 1.
America's wrong.
And science says 1.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Off to a
Okay.
good start.
Point for the Cousin Brothers.
Thank you.
America says a straw has one hole, not 2.
Okay, so if I
Science
take...
says 2.
Okay, so-
Science says 1. Sorry.
Two
So
openings,
let me
one
ask
hole.
you this. If I take a lighter and I melt one end of a straw and I seal it, is there now 0 holes in that straw?
One end? No, there's still one hole.
Right.
There's one opening now, but there's still one hole.
Yeah.
It's the definition of hole.
Yeah.
know
No,
what
there's
I'm saying?
2 openings.
If I
Oh,
dig a
because
hole, it
it-
has to have 2 openings?
No,
So
it
it's
doesn't.
like-
one hole.
It's
No,
like a
a
slinky,
hole.
you guys. Think of a slinky. When the slinky is shut, it's 1, and then and it's still 1 as it goes out.
Science facts.
All right.
Hello.
Someone had an edible.
Next question. Next
Learn
question.
nigh the
next
science.
question. Next
Yeah.
question. All right. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes,
Yes.
or no?
100%.
Yes.
Oh man,
Dude,
you know,
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes, or no?
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Can't wait to know what science says.
Science is not weighing on this one, but America does. Rafe says yes.
It is.
Yes.
you know, in my opinion,
Moon?
I say it's not.
Moon says no.
Yes.
It takes place on Christmas Eve.
But I
Bruce
do love
Willis
the
is
argument.
Santa.
Scott?
I think it's one of the most watched movies at Christmas time, but I think Moon's going to be correct. I'm going to say it's not.
It is not. No, America says it is not a Christmas movie.
America got
man.
it wrong.
But I think it
again.
actually is, but I think America's going to say no.
When you think of Bruce Willis as the slinky and you.
Okay.
Which I do often.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
I'll start with Lern.
No, God, no.
It is meat between bread.
So,
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Rafe.
No.
Scott.
It is, but I'm going to say America says it's not.
I want to know what you
Oh, I say it is, yeah. It's
you
a
think
sandwich.
it is.
I mean,
I don't want
yeah.
what you think America says. I want you to what your real opinion is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm
no,
fully-
it's a sandwich.
You say yes.
I'm fully on the fence, and every argument that I've seen recently is quite compelling. I'm gonna say no because that's my heart, but it feels wrong.
I mean, it's the same. This is bologna and different.
America
form.
says it's not a sandwich.
Nah. Yeah, I know, but it is.
What's the best day of the week? What's the best day of the week?
Friday.
Friday,
Saturday.
Saturday,
I'll say Friday.
Friday. Best day of the week.
Every day? No, I'm going to go Friday.
Friday. Who said Saturday? Give Rafe a point.
Wow, Rafe.
America says Saturday.
Rafe Dean.
Friday was a close second. What's the worst day of the week?
Sunday.
Monday.
What is the worst day of the week?
Probably Monday.
Hopefully Tuesday.
Yeah,
I
Monday.
think after Office Space convinced everybody of the case of the Mondays, I'll say Monday.
But do you really believe that Monday's the
No,
worst
I
day
don't.
of the week?
Sunday.
No, I don't.
Do you? I want to know.
Thursday's
Sunday's
the worst.
I
Scary.
want your opinions, not what you think America
But
said.
I know that I don't
I
line
want
up
what
with
you-
people.
But this is the game.
Okay.
This is the game.
Thursday.
Yeah, I think Moon's right, though. Thursday's kind of.
No, Tuesday.
That's the tired day.
Tuesday is the worst.
I agree, Tuesday.
We are
I'll give
in
you
it.
my logic. You've already... Mondays, yes, you're back to work, but you're still kind of... You had the day off the day before. So you're still
Right.
kind of riding high from like, well, I had yesterday off. Tuesday, you're in the slog. You still got 3 days.
Yeah,
the
that's
runway's
right.
still way long in front of you for the rest of your
Slog's
work
day.
week.
Okay.
You got Monday, but you got one of the second worst
Monday, you
days
kind
right
of could
behind
be.
you.
You should be kind of jacked up. You rested over the weekend.
Get to see all you guys.
Yeah,
Work
Monday's
on
your
Monday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is that your logic on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday,
All right,
to me,
Tuesday
is
then.
the worst
Tuesday
day of the week.
sucks, man.
Okay, I'll
And
go.
here we are.
I'll
Straight
go
up.
groupthink then. Tuesday.
I'm gonna say Saturday because I'm not at work.
Monday was voted the
You know what?
Monday.
That's
then
the Garfield
Tuesday.
effect.
Damn
That's
it.
the Garfield effect. That's not real.
Yeah.
Monday, then Tuesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Saturday.
Sunday then Wednesday. Wow.
Sunday, then Wednesday.
Sunday scaries, dude. They are real.
Aye, Sundays are good up until about 1 o'clock.
I get depressed.
You gonna get on this board or what?
No, I'm not.
Come on, man.
I'm
Score a
losing
point.
in more ways than one
Score,
today.
score a point
Does
here.
pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was made
It's a
for
hill
it.
I will die on.
Sure.
Me too.
I mean, it starts
I like
off as pie apple, so of course it does.
My heart says no. But America, completely evenly split, 50-50.
Oh,
We
Good
already
job.
finished.
We're coming up. We're coming up.
Nobody gets a point, or does
Nope.
everyone get a point?
I think everyone should because Lern needs to get on the board.
I like that logic.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
What say you? Everyone gets.
Everybody
a point?
gets a point.
All right.
Oh wow.
Everybody gets a point. Which brownie is better, the edge piece and the middle piece?
Oh, the middle piece.
The edge.
Don't be stupid.
What?
The crunch, dude. The edge.
The edge is the best. Edge or
And so's
middle
Bono.
piece?
Middle.
I'm sorry.
Of a
pizza?
brownie.
Of a brownie. Oh my gosh.
You'd be one of those psychopaths
edge.
that gets the one that's like in
Middle.
the,
All edges?
it's like a caterpillar
It looks
shape.
like a snake.
Yeah.
They make a brownie pan that's all edges.
All edges for psychopaths. This is how we know that you're a future convict.
It's the best of both worlds, man. The edge.
Yeah, the edge.
You're the
Middle.
edge.
Exact.
Middle baby.
middle.
Middle
Middle
baby.
all day.
Middle all day.
Edge.
Edge.
have
Edge.
character.
Edge wins.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The world is a dark
Yeah,
place.
we don't want blandness.
Yes.
We want
Edge
yumminess.
barely won with
I want-
51%
Who
of the
said
vote.
edge?
I did.
Me.
Okay.
I want a little
I'm putting you on a
soft
different
and
list.
a little hard.
Whoa.
What?
What? Brownies.
Okay, so the slinky.
When you have
Is it okay to wear socks with sandals?
Hell
no.
no.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes you a
Hell to the
professor.
no.
Are you Adam Sandler?
It's not really even okay to wear sandals, but definitely no socks.
Is it okay to wear socks with sandals?
I think
No.
you should. I think you should be able to, but this world has rules, and some must be abided by.
Hey, socks
So
are
you're
in.
no. You,
I'm
a
saying
sock.
no.
No
I say-
socks
I say
and
it's
No
sandals.
socks and
Say
Yeah,
no.
socks are hot right now, and if you show your socks, everyone
socks
loves
are
it. So,
so
yes,
hot right now.
I'm going socks all the way, baby.
That sucks.
Here's where we divide, Scott. Who's going to take the
I'm going to
lead?
get a point.
Who's going to take the lead?
I'm getting a
America
point.
says socks should not be worn.
Thank you.
Takes the
What are they
lead.
thinking?
Rafe, you
I
got a
thought
point?
socks were in, man.
Learn, you got a point?
I got a point.
All right.
Did I not get one?
No, you got no points.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Thank you.
No points awarded. Is cereal soup?
No, get out of here.
I understand the
Gosh,
compelling
it's
argument. I
tough.
say
Is
no.
cereal soup?
No.
Is it in the soup aisle at the grocery store? No, it is not. Point for Lern.
Maybe deflating.
Yeah.
Rafe, I can need an answer.
No.
Cereal is not
No.
soup. America says that cereal is not soup. 6% of people believe that 6%, which is high, believe that
Maybe they're high.
cereal is soup.
I get the logic, but
Yeah, but I mean, it's just wet bread, basically.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke, all the way, baby.
See, this needs a follow-up.
Coke.
Is it one sip or is it an entire can?
Are you at Grandma's house or not? Because she's got Pepsi.
If it's one sip, Pepsi's better.
In fact, we're getting name brand.
If
is
it's a
pretty
full
good.
can, everybody's
You
going
have in
Coke.
front of you Coke and Pepsi. What is Moon buying?
I'm not buying either, but honestly,
If Moon drank soda, what is
but
Moon
that's what I'm
buying?
saying. Because I don't drink soda, if I were to do it, it would be Pepsi because it's sweeter and better on the shorts.
I like fireworks in my mouth, and it's Coca-Cola all the way.
All day.
Yeah, I'm going
Coke
Coke.
tastes like static.
And if we get into Diet Coke is so much better.
Oh, Diet Coke tastes like full-blown fake static.
You did
Like I'm like eating
Diet
an old
Pepsi.
TV.
Diet Pepsi
I
tastes.
agree with you, actually.
Dude, it's
Diet
an
I know what
old-
you're saying, by the way.
It's an
Ron.
old television. It's literally
saying-
half black and white.
Yeah, but Diet Pepsi tastes like you're drinking a 9-volt battery. It's disgusting.
I have no idea what Diet Pepsi tastes like. I just know that Diet Coke.
It's
that's
watered down.
that's my mother's drug, and that stuff sucks. Oh my gosh.
No, it's Coca-Cola all the way.
Yeah, I'll say Coke.
Did you guys ever lick your static TVs back in the day? Like you,
I wasn't
you
that
put
hungry.
your tongue on the static?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
all
in
right.
between Diet Cokes.
I'm sorry.
America says Coke, by the way. If you said Coke, you get a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody got a point?
74% said Coke.
You understand what I'm saying, though, with Pepsi. If you're just going for like a sip or two, Pepsi's definitely better.
Yeah, I think they actually said that. Remember the whole Pepsi challenge? Let's take the Pepsi challenge. Remember that was our whole ad campaign, was people would just take one sip. I think it's so sugary that the one sip will make you say,
Yeah.
oh, this is better.
But it was too sweet, and therefore, like a full can was too much. And
Cindy
Coke kind of had a better.
Crawford did the Pepsi commercial, right? It wasn't
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
yeah. She was Pepsi gal.
Yeah, but do you remember they had the Pepsi? It was like the man on the street. Mm-hmm. Would you like to take the Pepsi challenge?
Yeah, with the cups.
With the cups, and they would pour, Coke or Pepsi. Let's not sleep on RC. I did like RC Cola.
RC's legit.
divorced dad soda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Vest.
let's not sleep on Bubba Cola. That was it.
You didn't have Vest, right? That was a Midwest thing?
We never had Vest.
dude,
Or
Vest
how about
was-
Tab?
But I respect Vest because they're like, we know our product is bad, so we're going to give you an extra liter. You know what I mean?
Vest was
The only
dope.
thing that had 3 liters was Vest. You'd get like a
We never
big
had
ass.
Vest.
Oh, dude.
And it was 50 cents.
This thing was gigantic.
Divorced
Like
dads
a-
had RC Cola?
like a
Hell
scuba
yeah.
tank. Yeah.
Old
Dude,
Greg always had it
the
stocked up.
Vest bottles look like something you shoot off of a aircraft carrier, man. Or, off of a
I don't
battleship.
hate RC. I'm not going to lie.
I thought RC was good.
It's fine.
The RC's legit.
Hey, man, let's not sleep on the fact that she said that she licked her TV.
Has nobody ever done that?
I've done
I'm
that.
not sure.
I didn't want to do that.
Okay, thanks.
I've done it. I've licked
It
the
was the
Magnavox,
90s,
dude.
Like
Yeah.
shock your teeth? Like, it didn't feel
No,
weird?
It takes this fizz out of it. I don't know.
Wow.
We did stupid things.
I don't know.
licked the-
I
I
like
licked
to
the
like
screen
Marky
door,
Mark
too.
on that, and I was like kissing.
I've
Marky
licked the
Mark.
screen door.
I like to put my hands on it, feeling that static thing. We wonder why we're getting sick in our 40s.
I know, dude.
All right, I put my tongue on a lot of things, okay?
Yeah, me too.
We didn't have phones, okay? It was a different time.
Yeah, there was no
We didn't have
internet.
phones, dude. We had to lick a lot of stuff to keep ourselves occupied. All right, we licked the Magnavox. I licked the screen door. I'm pretty sure I tried to lick a bumblebee one time. This is what I'm talking about.
Crud. What was the last
Mistakes
question?
were made, but they weren't broadcast.
Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, okay. I scored for everybody.
Everybody got a point there.
Yeah.
Smooth or chunky peanut butter?
Smooth.
Smooth.
Get out of here with your chunked up
Yep.
peanut butter. What are you doing?
Smooth.
Yeah.
Everybody smooth?
What would Rob Thomas and Santana say?
Chunks.
Smooth.
Yeah.
You remember the bartender?
America says smooth, by the way.
Yeah.
You remember the bartender? Everybody said smooth, right?
Yeah.
You remember the bartender in Talladega Nights? And he's talking about, why is it on the jukebox? And he says, it's for profiling purposes. I swear, dude. Chunky peanut butter and what was the other thing we were talking about? Oh, shoot.
Pepsi.
There's something else. And like those are made
Magnavox.
for profiling purposes. Just to find out who. Oh, the brownies, the edges.
Oh, edge?
You guys are
or
psychos.
middle? Get out of here.
Psychos.
What?
Sociopaths.
It's a texture thing.
We have character. The middle's
it's a
the
contrast
bland.
and texture.
I'm a
Yeah.
texture queen.
It's a texture.
We're texture.
thing.
We love adventure. The middle's the bland, safe.
Texture queen.
No way, dude. I think it's because typically the brownies that I was having when I was young were overdone. They were slightly overdone. So the edges were like.
Too hard.
Yeah, dude. It was
Shakes
like.
it
But you ever
with
dip
it.
them in milk? That was
Nah.
where I like the edge. 'cause
No,
of the milk.
No, thanks.
They almost tasted like I had broken something
Not
off of the
having it.
concrete out in the
Absolutely not,
driveway.
Scott.
No, because with the edge, you get a little soft.
A little
You get
soft. Oh, okay, and
you
like
get a
I
little
said,
soft, and you get some
Yeah.
crunchy.
I'm willing to admit that I probably had the wrong one. I mean, I grew up on overdone brownies.
You guys dunk your cookies in milk?
No.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to have to. That's why I like sweaty cookies. I like them all
soft
damn near
cookies.
dunked already.
I like soft cookies, so I don't gotta dunk
Yeah.
them.
But as an
Right?
adult, I bite the cookie, pour the milk in.
And I will tell you, as a poor kid, dunking those hard-ass Kroger off-brand Kroger
Oh yeah, the chocolate chip.
cookies that were just hard as a brick. You just like put them in there and watch the milk. When the bubbles stopped coming up, it was like you drown. It was like you kind of had to like.
We don't see any more bubbles?
Yeah, like a little sociopath. I had to like slowly drown the cookie until I didn't see any more bubbles, and then it would be the right amount of softness to eat.
Yeah,
All right, Marvel or DC?
Marvel, by
It's
far.
Marvel.
Marvel.
It's not even close.
Because you guys are saying.
I
don't know.
Marvel wins.
Yeah, it
should be.
83% said Marvel.
Hanna-Barbera, but
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star
Please.
Star Wars.
Wars.
Star Wars. Chewy. Aw, or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's. Is he in here?
He would show up and go.
That was bashful Chewy.
I got to stay my lane, man. I'm an
That was Chewy on a beach when he thinks no one's looking.
Officer. Chewy, there are families on this beach,
Chewy, you
Chewy.
can't do that, dude. Can we check your backpack? It's Chewy's wife.
That was Lern trying to do Chewy.
Oh, God.
All right.
He's got a cold.
All right.
Star Wars by far.
Everybody scored on that one.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
iPhone wins. And PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
What did America say? I got another one. after
America
this, too.
probably said PlayStation.
I don't know.
What do you play Call of Duty on?
Both.
Both, no.
Oh, no.
They're kind of both this. They all have the same
PlayStation.
games pretty much.
I'm
gonna
going
say
Xbox.
Xbox.
I'm going to say Xbox. I'm going to die on this hill. I know I'm wrong.
America says PlayStation. All right.
What'd you say, Learn?
I said
She
Xbox.
said Xbox.
And what'd you say, Scott?
I said Xbox.
And what'd you say, Rafe?
I said PlayStation.
Oh, you caught up. How many more?
One more.
Well, the score currently is Rafe, King Scott, Lern, 8.
Wow.
And I have 10.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Such a loser.
Final one. Should a sandwich be cut diagonally
Yes.
or horizontally?
Are you at your aunt's
Diagonally.
house?
When Lern is making a sandwich on white bread?
I do diagonal.
Is everybody like this where
Diagonal.
Yeah.
if you
Diagonal.
think about it right now, if you imagine it, diagonal sounds the way to go. It's what I want. Yet every single time I cut a sandwich, it's horizontally.
Yeah.
Really?
Me too.
Every
Wrong.
single
But
time.
I
this is
want
hit-
diagonal, but I always cut horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one
What do
hill
I
I'll
do? It's-
diagonally on.
It's as if we torture ourselves.
Right. Have
This
some
is-
joy, you
I
guys.
would
The
love
whole
the
point
triangle.
of cutting a sandwich is to make it
Pointy.
easier to eat. Yeah, you got a point, and you can
Right.
eat through it.
I know. Everything you're saying, I agree with. And
You
yet
cut it in
I
half-
never
cutting a
remember
sandwich
to
in
do
half,
it.
you're just making two sandwiches. You're not even doing anything.
Exactly.
You're just making two little mini sandwiches
m-
that are still not going to fit in your mouth.
Mayo in the corner of your mouth looking like a crazy person.
Yeah, idiots.
So,
Yeah, we agree.
so you all say diagonal?
I'm going to be honest and say that I always do it square-wise.
I don't think I've ever in my life cut a sandwich diagonally.
What?
Have you not lived? I
Apparently not.
You
I
gotta get
prefer
some
it that
fun
way.
in your bones.
If someone cuts it for me, I would love it that way. But for some reason, I never. Do I not remember to do it? I have no idea. But I'm with Rizz.
I remember the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at school that were wrapped in cellophane always were cut diagonally.
And they
Yeah.
were always
they're
mushy and
always
perfect. And
Yep. mushy and great.
And that's where the chips work the best with that combo.
And
I've always been a diagonal boy.
America says what? Diagonal.
America says diagonal.
Nice.
And you guys all almost came back.
We all love truck stops. That's all their sandwiches are cut.
America says diagonal.
Hey, we did pretty well.
All right, yeah. Matching up with America? Not bad.
Hey, it's like we're Americans or something.
Not bad, guys. Not bad. All right, let's do this.
How does one develop that habit? How do I develop the habit for my happiness sake to get in diagonal?
Shock therapy.
Just remember you're classy. So it's like, what would a classy person do? Oh, yeah, they're going
Some people
big
get
time.
hand tattoos to remind them of
Yeah.
things. Maybe I'll get
Well,
a hand
yeah.
tattoo of a grilled cheese.
yeah,
Right.
cut diagonally.
Yeah.
Right here.
Not
It'd
on
be
a
all,
family
I dare you
beach.
guys. Do it
Are
with
you
me.
cutting grilled cheeses, though?
Do it with me. Are
Yes,
you
I
cutting
am.
grilled cheeses for sure?
you?
Yeah.
Dude,
Are you not? Are you not
What?
dipping?
I'm cutting them as I'm cooking
No,
them.
I don't usually dip.
You don't
You got to
dip?
have two
No,
so you have more.
Tomato soup gives me agita.
Sorry to hear that.
I get heartburn.
Oh.
I still like, I'll even dip grilled cheese in ketchup like a real savage.
Ew.
Wow, that's
No.
elementary style.
Sometimes.
All right,
Who
today's
wants to
done it.
get a grilled cheese sandwich tattoo right here on your
cut
hand?
diagonally.
I mean, I don't prefer it, but
Best friend ones, when we shake, it's two diagonal.
Diagonal grilled cheese cuts.
That's
Cute.
awesome. Yeah, I want a diagonal one, and then also something that says "not on a beach."
All right, today's Team Rizz Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Pacific, Missouri, Richard Veeks is our Team Rizz. Old Dick Veeks. Richard has been a listener of the Rizz Show since the very beginning, always has his dial set to the point. Huge fan of all the members of the show, loves how everybody's getting along. One of his favorite memories is meeting Jeff twice at Rizz Show events. Richard is so appreciative of both the Rizz Show and the Point for all we do for the St. Louis area. Richard Veeks from Pacific is our Team Rizz Remember the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. Thank you.
What an ending.
I had to wait it out. I mean, it was right at the end.
That was excellent. He really DJ'd that.
All right, news next. I'll tell you what the Merriam-Webster word of the day, word of the year is. Merriam-Webster word of the year.
Tight.
It's not tight.
Let's see.
Tite.
And who likes cantaloupe?
I do.
Oh.
Me.
Oh, I've got some new cantaloupe news.
Does anyone hate cantaloupe, though?
Cool,
Don't
man.
turn
I
that
got some-
dial, kids. We got some hot cantaloupe news.
All right, 7:20. Tuesday, traffic and weather.
That's
Boom,
me.
coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane block due to a crash 270 eastbound just after 44. Your point forecast, cold but dry, high of 39. Right now it's 23. Jeez. At the Point Studio, your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ. Show your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Also send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. We'll try that wordplay game again today. Give away some,
Nice.
hopefully, Pete Davidson tickets. All right, today we'll do 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 matches, you'll get into the Pete Davidson show.
Cool.
All right, so we'll do that later. Also, one of us facing the Pick'em Challenge firing squad, it's Lern.
It's me. Hi.
Yeah.
Lost a tiebreaker?
Sorry.
Yeah, lost a tiebreaker.
I think I'm resigning. I don't know.
You can't resign.
I think we'll see how today goes.
You
can't
can't resign now. You
resign.
just crushed Chewy earlier.
I
gotta keep
did.
it
You're
going.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You got
can't
it.
resign.
You're right. Okay, I want to stay employed. Cool.
I would have had 6 shots today.
I know, and that's the only thing that I feel good about. To be honest with you, because you're my friend, I'm like, okay, at least
Thank
your
you. You have
butt is not getting
Very
sick.
big heart.
Yeah.
But it is the first thing I woke up this morning. My alarm went off, and I literally jumped out of bed, grabbed my phone to go check.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll aim for the seams.
Thank you.
It's very sweet.
So Lern's
Very nice
got
of
3 shots coming her way.
I can't guarantee it. I'll hit them.
I felt bad for a moment, and then I felt relief.
Good.
I'm being
I
honest.
want you to feel great.
Thanks, and I do, and I appreciate you having some form of good for Rizz. He doesn't have to get shot in the ass 6
I have
times. So he'll be facing 3 shots from the firing squad. All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by.
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
So this year's Thanksgiving holiday shattered travel records. Shattered them. I told you guys I drove my brother and sister-in-law and family to the airport on Sunday. It was packed. Lambert was slammed. There were 2,907,378 people screened Sunday at U.S. airports, the highest number of people to go through security on a single day ever,
Wow.
according to the TSA. Ever. And this record came despite a cross-country storm that brought the snow to Chicago. Like, it was snowing Sunday up at O'Hare. 900 flights were delayed up there. However, only 3 flights were canceled at O'Hare. But almost 3 million people screened Sunday alone. Wow. So travel back. The search for realness has led Merriam-Webster to pick the word authentic as its word of the year for 2023. Congratulations, authentic. You are the Merriam-Webster word of the year. The dictionary's decision is based on the rise of artificial intelligence and deepfakes. Their editor-at-large said, we see in 2023 a kind of crisis of authenticity. What we realize is that when we question authenticity, we value it even more. And he said searches for the word authentic rose as the year went on. I do want to give a quick shout-out to the runner-up for word of the year. Something near and dear to my heart, Rizz.
Wow.
Word Rizz was the Merriam-Webster's Dictionary Word of the Year runner-up.
Dude, almost
Congratulations to me.
Nice work, Rizz.
First loser.
First loser, but yes.
But first.
But
That's cool.
in the discussion.
That's awesome.
Yep. As a noun, Rizz means romantic appeal or charm, as in a, quote, bro who has Rizz.
Which you are.
Yeah, bro.
As a verb, typically used with up, as in Rizz up that cutie. It means to charm or seduce. It's frequently considered a play on charisma. But
No,
for me.
no mention
for
of the
me.
show at all, Miriam?
no
Webster?
mention of the show, but it's implied.
Everything coming up Rizz.
Everything. Yeah, it was the year of Rizz.
Get that Wikipedia page up again. Let's get you back on your high school Wikipedia page. See if they take you down.
Clarkstown South.
Clarkstown
You know what?
South.
I'm gonna give that a rest because there is one guy that keeps taking me down for
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
notable
little bub.
alumni, Clarkstown South, Vikings.
That dude hates you.
Guy hates me, whoever it is.
It's somebody
Sure.
you picked on in 7th grade.
I never picked on anybody.
Oh.
Well, we got proof.
You're
I never picked on anybody.
You're searching
I
the
was the
memory
one
banks.
picked on. But now I got Rizz.
Yeah, you do.
Treating your pets like they're your kids is common. You know, we even call them our, fur babies? Mm-hmm. But here's how far down that road we've gone. A new study found we are more likely to use baby talk with our pets than with actual babies now.
Yeah, because you're told not to do that with babies. But
You're told not. Oh, God, that was baby talk was banned in my house. None of that. None of that. When the
Dude.
kids were younger, no.
So how's your wife tell you bad news now?
Which she doesn't. No, she rough talks me.
Oh, okay.
She rough
She rough talks me. She doesn't baby talk me. 47% of Americans admit to using baby talk on pets. 44% use it on kids, and 19% sometimes use it while talking to their romantic partner. Grouse. And the poll looked at the most common baby talk words we use with pets, and the number one is the word whittle. Like, oh, you're so whittle and cute. Oh, God, I hate that.
I would think Bubby. Bubby.
Bubby.
Yeah.
No, whittle
Whittle
was number
Bubby.
one, followed by Potty, Boo Boo, Night Night, and Oopsy. Like, Oopsy, you made a whittle potty mistake on the wug.
Oh, God. Just get out.
I like this.
What if we did an entire show in
No.
TikTok?
Hello, St. Louis.
No.
Hey, Bubby.
Traffic and weather.
A few of those also made the list of the most annoying baby talk words. Top 5 annoying baby talk words, besides all of them: poo-poo, whittle, num-num, bum-bum, and boo-boo.
A lot of repetitive words on there.
Now, we don't mind baby talk words much with pets. 69% of us find baby talk annoying when used on kids, but only 41% find it annoying when used on animals.
Yeah.
You baby talk your cats?
Of course I do.
Oh, yeah.
I call Willow Bubs, Mr. Dr.
You just said
Love.
you hated Bubby.
No, I'm surprised that's not on there. I don't hate it. I use it.
Oh, okay.
You know? Yeah, I talk to animals in the baby talk voice, but not people.
Not babies?
Yeah, no babies.
No babies or people?
I talk to babies like adults.
You don't baby talk Tim?
No, God, no. I say baby. Like I say, hey, baby, will you go bring these dishes in here?
Not baby.
Oh, yeah, I'm not like, oh, hey, baby.
You baby talk your pets?
Yeah, I think so.
Like your spider?
No, it's the spider passed.
Get Timmy's tummy.
The spider passed. Thanks a lot.
No, one more spider.
R.I.P. to the spider.
How insensitive.
Sorry about that.
What was the spider's name?
Fancy.
Fancy. When did Fancy die?
Fancy passed about a year and a half ago.
I'm sorry,
Did you
buddy.
put a tombstone out in the back?
Oh, yeah.
A widow one. A widow tombstone.
Fancy's widow tombstone.
You baby talk your pets?
No, I talk to my pets like they're my bros.
Uh-huh.
But I do say, what do you say when they go to the bathroom? Like if you tell them to go
Good
outside,
girl.
do you say go potty?
I'll say go potty. I guess
I think that's like my one thing that I like.
and I hate myself for it.
I do too. I really loathe myself for it. And I'm like, or I'll say the S word. I'll be like, go take a. But then I feel bad about that. I'm like, get outside and go
Take a
drop
dump.
one.
Yeah.
But it's like Tina has done it so long they respond to it. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? So
yeah.
it's like that's if they're sitting on the couch and I say that word, they're
Like, who wants to go potty? And then
They're gone.
they'll get it. Yeah.
they are sprinting
Right.
for the door.
Dude, if I'm feeding the snake or the reptiles or something, I call them like dude and buddy. I'm like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'll say,
yeah,
come on,
what
buddy.
do you think of this, dude? Yeah, come on.
Come on, buddy. Let's evacuate your bowels. That doesn't.
I don't know.
But for
My
some
dogs.
reason,
that doesn't-
with the
my-
reptiles, like
it's
it's
good.
fine to kind of talk like that.
Yeah, my dogs respond to, "Hey, it's time to go excrete waste,"
Yes.
and they get excited.
When my cats poop outside, I'm like, oh yeah, you're taking a dump.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're dumping big, dude.
Well, that is funny. When I do see
Whoa.
radio doing that, if I catch radio in the
You
middle,
okay?
I'll open the door and go, yeah, radio, rip it.
Yeah.
Rip it.
Rip it. I do that just because it's hysterical.
Hey, we all.
It is funny. My kids have caught me doing that, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, radio's pooping. I was just encouraging her. I'm always like, rip it.
We all, love discounts. We like saving money, don't we?
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to food, so if there's like a restaurant and their discount, like, oh, it's dollar tacos or it's dollar sushi or all you can eat sushi, or does anybody like why is it so cheap?
Of course.
Or you're just like, oh, cool.
Especially fish.
We have a health department. Must be good.
What, with like a lunch special, you mean?
Or anything like that.
Oh, dude, there's this place on Sunset it's a sushi place, and I'll go there all the time if I'm playing a show there during the day because they have an all-you-can-eat like lunch thing for like $10. Can you beat that?
No, and there's an all-you-can-eat sushi place by us, like now.
In the valley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's pretty
place
good.
is legit though.
That's what I mean. Like, okay, so sushi has rules. What is it the day you're not supposed to do? It's like a Monday or something. I think it's Sundays or Mondays.
Monday.
You shouldn't be doing it.
Monday's is the day they try to get rid of all they.
And they'll roll like a day old fish or 2 day old fish. They'll roll in the spicy stuff, and now it's
Right.
spicy tuna. And like, don't get the spicy tuna. That just means you got
Like
the old tuna.
Tuesday they say is their best day at a restaurant because you get the fresh
Yeah,
shipments.
that's when the
Mondays
that's
are
when the
all
fish
like
comes
the
in.
Mondays are getting rid of all the stuff.
weekend stuff.
Oh yeah, you overbought for the weekend.
Yeah, well, it happens to be a special on spicy tuna every Monday. Wow,
I'm just saying. So
couldn't see that coming.
So yes, okay. All you can eat sushi. Yeah, cool. If it's a good place, if it's right, but still in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, why is it so discounted?
Right.
Well, because they're trying to get people in there, trying to get you to love that place and
I
say it's
know.
pretty good, and then you come back for dinner and you pay 4 times the
I know.
price.
Well, a bunch of college kids in Chicago learned an important life lesson last week. If somebody offers you a burrito for this cheap, be suspicious. So a Mexican place near Northwestern University had a $1 burrito event last weekend. And that's now been linked to a possible norovirus outbreak.
Oh, that's bad news.
wow.
There's right
And
there.
it's sometimes called the stomach flu. So norovirus is no,
I've had it. It's awful.
yeah, that's no joke. Or if we're talking burritos, no bueno.
No bueno. Absolutely.
It's usually caused by somebody not washing their hands after they use the bathroom
Oh, come on, man.
and then preparing food. It is highly contagious.
They must not have put the sign.
It's highly contagious.
Yeah.
You know, the employees must wash hands. They
LeVar.
must not have
There was
put
no
that.
sign.
Oh, and that'll
Yeah.
cost you.
It's highly contagious, easy to pass on other people. A place called Big Wig Tacos and Burritos held a $1 burrito deal a couple days before the Thanksgiving break, just as kids were heading home to see their families.
Oh, just in time.
Students started showing up at the university health clinic with symptoms like stomach pains and diarrhea. It's not clear how many people got sick, but it's a lot.
Man.
Big Wig Tacos says they weren't sure if it originated at their restaurant or not, that they just had passed a health inspection thing, but they were taking, quote, immediate and comprehensive measures to address the situation. That's unfortunate.
Stock up on Gatorade.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
considering removing all feces from their burritos.
Yeah.
They've really taken a hard stand.
Sad times.
Yeah, I can't have
dollar
crepes.
burritos.
Like norovirus ruined crepes for me. Because
Like French crepe
Yeah.
that's what I had. Like
you get
Why? Because you were so sick.
here.
no, I didn't get it here. It was in Nixa. It was in Springfield, Missouri. And
Thanks a lot, Scott.
yeah, thanks a lot,
I
Scott.
apologize.
And we went to this fantastic breakfast joint. My whole family. We all got norovirus. Ruined crepes for our entire family, dude. All of us were having them.
Food poisoning is one of those things, man. Like it's like
Once you walk down that
You
aisle,
never forget.
you don't go back, dude.
It becomes a sense memory.
October
does.
2003 is the last time I've had a particular place. And
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
That's what it did it to you? Oh, not for
And
me.
I love them. And I just can't. If I even a bite of one, and I'm there.
I haven't been
back.
on. I haven't been on the property of two fast food places. One October 2003, and the other was September 1991.
I love that you got the year and the month.
Oh, buddy, they were
that'll-
unforgettable moments.
That'll do it.
Lemon
Yeah.
pepper chicken sandwich, man. It was advertised. I was like, oh, it wasn't 91. It was 93. Sorry. And I told my mom, I was like, yo, we got one of those right up the street. Will you take me up and get one of these lemon pepper chicken sandwich? I can't wait to have this. I saw this commercial and god dang, it was so juicy and perfect looking, and I got it, and it was the first time I ever had food poisoning. I thought I was dying.
Yeah,
I told
man.
I told my mother, I was like, you have got to take me to the hospital. I am dying. She's like, no, you got food poisoning. I was like, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
See, I was smart enough after the first time from one spot. I got really sick, and did the throw ups, did everything, and then I still went back two more. Like a whole bunch more times because I got sick 2 other times for that same
place.
Fool me
But that's why I don't go to that fast food spot anymore.
Email me what place it is. Is it the same as mine?
No,
Say
no,
what
no.
it is. It was 1993. Who cares?
The Crepe Shack.
I haven't been back.
What's that?
I haven't been back.
Just say what it is. Just say.
No, it's the one I always make fun of, McDonald's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's why they're so high class to me.
Oh, that's wild. I've never heard of anybody.
And that's a shame because that's a redheaded guy that runs that place.
Mine was mine
Wash
was
his hands or something.
You're looking at your McDonald's clock
Yeah,
on your watch?
I looked at my McDonald's clock. Dude, I got like a month and 3 days. I'm
Month,
so
3 days.
jacked.
Wait, what was the food? What was because mine was chicken both times.
Mine, I can't remember the very first one. I was pretty little, but the other two, one was they rolled out these burritos, and I went and I got that, and I think the third time might have been a Big Mac or something.
Whoa,
That was
something
I got
different
food
every
poisoning
time?
twice.
You did?
done.
From what? From
Once was a questionable Chinese buffet
oh yeah, I remember that.
at a bodega in New York City, 56th Street and 6th Avenue.
Okay.
Horrible.
Have you been back
They're shut down.
since then? I mean, did you ever return?
They had cheap food. I had to.
I can't. I haven't been inside.
It was one of those places where the food sat so long in these warming trays that the guy would go and just stir it up just to make sure there was no fuzzies on it.
Right. Great.
Ew.
It was listen. I rolled the dice and I lost. Sometimes I won.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I had a bad oyster in Vegas once.
Ooh, well, that could kill
Oh,
you.
Lord.
Oh Lord, hey, I got over it.
Yeah?
Still eating oysters.
I can't see the sign. I can't even see the sign of these places and not go. Oh no,
Well,
I can't.
Mine was,
Get away from me.
I got Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in L.A.
oh, love that place.
I know, and
that
it's
place is
made me
yummy.
violently ill the day before I had a meeting with Comedy Central. It was like the biggest meeting at that point in my career. And I went with Nick Vatterott and got back to I was so sick that I was delirious. Like, Bobby Jaycox met me in L.A. We were there separately doing different stuff, and he's like, hey, can I stay with you at your motel? I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I ended up staying on this horrible motel on the Sunset Strip that they were giving vouchers to, like, unhoused people to stay in. This place was there's no bueno.
Well,
And he came, and he's like, dude, the door was open. And you were just laying in the bed with a wet towel wrapped around your head. He's
so if we
like,
went to
"You're gonna
LA
get
and I
murdered."
said we got to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, would you not go?
I would go, but I don't think I would eat. I don't think
Wow.
I could, which sucks because
That place is great.
It was awesome. Like, it tasted great, but man,
Well,
I was
let's talk about cantaloupe for a second. U.S. food safety officials are urging people not to eat cantaloupe
And this.
due to the risk of illness as they investigate an outbreak of salmonella infections. Missouri is one of the states.
Dang, what?
Out of all the fruits to get it, I mean, I'm glad it's cantaloupe.
Yeah, me too. Because I even like cantaloupe, but like I could do with that.
Right.
If you took it away,
Like if you took cantaloupe out of your life,
if
it'd be okay.
If it went extinct, I'd be like, oh, that's a real bummer.
Its rind is
But
really
I won't
neat.
think about it after 3 minutes.
Neat rind.
the
No
number
thanks.
of reported infections has more than doubled in the
Yes,
week
cool
since
texture.
the FDA and the Centers for Disease Control first announced the outbreak on November 10th. At least 99 people in 32 states have gotten sick from the bacteria, and at least 45 of them have been hospitalized.
Is that a cheap fruit to make or
Yeah.
to grow? It must be because it's in every medley.
It's filler.
It is filler.
Yeah.
Well,
but,
yeah,
but it's
if you get
acceptable
an
filler.
edible
Good.
arrangement, you know, it's
It's acceptable filler.
it's
I mean,
probably the most. It's probably the fruit you get the most.
That's the orange.
That's the orange one.
And then the
honeydew is the
honeydew
other
is the
one.
green one.
Honeydew's
Honeydew.
on the come up because it's gotten softer. They must have
Man, if you
genetically.
get a good, if you get a good soft honeydew,
Oh boy!
Yeah,
They-
boy.
Really?
Both of them are.
Yeah, they
yeah.
GMO'd the crap out of that or something because it is on the come up, dude. Honeydew's got its
A honeydew.
its day just around the corner.
so an
You haven't
update
had
last
honeydew
Friday.
recently? Have you had honeydew scooped in balls?
In the balls? No, I have one of those things, and no, I have not.
Oh,
Not lately.
In an update last Friday, the CDC said 2 deaths were reported by health officials in Minnesota. So the number of brands involved in the recall include the Rudy brand whole cantaloupes, Freshness Guaranteed brand, and Racetrack brand pre-cut cantaloupe, in addition to some Vineyard and Aldi fruit products.
I'll just steer clear for a while.
Boy.
So people infected with salmonella, here comes the diarrhea, here comes the fever, here comes the abdominal cramps,
And here comes the death.
symptoms beginning between 6 hours and 6 days after consuming the bacteria.
Shout out to everybody who avoided the cantaloupe at Thanksgiving, because there was
Did you
a
have
decision.
cantaloupe?
No, but I'm sure somebody
Oh,
did.
yeah, I bet
Many
there's a
people
lot.
did. Like a fruit salad. Oh, let's be healthy. Let's put the fruit salad out.
Fruit salad, yeah.
And then a lot of people are like, absolutely not. This is not the time for this. So
Yeah.
shout out to those people.
Shout out to those people trying to save their families. We talked about, and maybe this was last year, there's a company called Life at Sea, and they were offering a 3-year cruise.
Yes.
Oh boy.
They were offering a 3-year cruise.
Do you remember the price?
I don't know what the price was, but here's the news on that. It was highly publicized. In fact, we talked about it. The highly publicized Life at Sea 3-year cruise around the world has been canceled.
Oh, doggone.
The company has told passengers they don't have a ship to execute this. Here's the thing. The cruise was supposed to start in Turkey on November 1st, but they're like, okay, we're postponing it until November 30th, which is in 2 days.
Yes.
Holy
But Life
crud.
at Sea pulled the plug.
Oh, dude, that sucks because I'm reading the details and it sounds awesome.
Oh,
30
well,
grand a year.
here are the even worse details to people that were like, we're doing it. Because I think they sold it out.
So they sold houses and everything,
Cruisers
probably.
spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to book the voyage. Some are stranded in Istanbul, where the cruise was originally supposed to start. Dude, people let their leases lapse. People rented out their homes. People sold their homes.
So what the heck happened? And why would they do this if they're now at risk of being sued?
Some people have no place to return to. Like some people
Yeah,
are
they're
in
going to be.
Istanbul.
They're going to sleep on a couch in a lawyer's office for the next couple of weeks.
And then sleep in a very nice, beautiful home.
Yeah,
And
because
then
it
they'll
takes
own
it
their
does,
own
it,
cruise ship.
Yeah.
to get that through the court system. You know how long that takes?
Yeah, but I'm saying he'll sleep on the couch till
Eventually.
They get that
So-
nice,
3 years
beautiful-
later.
What happened?
I didn't read what Life at Sea vows to refund everybody's money, which of course they should.
Hey, they're good for it.
But I don't know. I don't think they had a ship that would commit to doing the 3-year thing.
They didn't have a ship. They were selling tickets. They
That's
were
what I
doing this-
heard. They were making it. Didn't they make a bid at an auction on a ship and they lost the auction? And that was their whole thing. So then they were trying to get another
They
one.
were trying
lined
to
up.
scramble to get another boat.
Oh, that sucks. So listen to this. Starting at 30,000. So you're going to be in one of those crap.
You're probably not. You don't have a
You got
window.
no window. You got no nothing. You're probably next to an
I want a
engine room.
balcony.
Yeah, your wall is rattling. Anyway, so it's starting at 30,000. Now this includes double occupancy room, all meals, drinks, Wi-Fi, service charges, and more. Starting at 30. Now the most luxurious suite, so like the top of the heap, was only 109,000 a year. 109,000 a year. I mean, if you're living fairly comfortable over here, and you would like to have a 3-year voyage that allows you to see 7 continents, 135 countries, and visit 375 ports over the course of the next 3 years. That actually seems pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I just
Pardon the
sold my home.
pun.
yeah. Seems pretty awesome.
That's not bad. Let's say
But
you
again,
go from
people
one of
already
the-
rented out their houses, let their leases lapse
Got
in
divorced.
anticipation
Bummer, man.
of being on the sea for 3 years.
Yeah, Europe, Asia, Africa. I mean, come on, man.
I just read a story about a
Cool
couple
idea.
that instead of going to a retirement community, they just go on cruises.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
see
cheaper. It's cheaper to be on a cruise
All the time?
all the time.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like that, or moving to like a retirement. When you move into those retirement communities, you're looking for like somebody to help with meals and all that kind of stuff. this cruise is going to cost you about the same, and you get to travel and see all this stuff, and your meals are included.
Yep.
Everything's included.
You get games, you get the whole thing. It's the ultimate retirement center.
Is
Yeah,
everybody old?
I just read an article about a couple that instead of moving to the villages or one of these other retirement communities, even a retirement home, they just every week or they take these different cruises. And everything's taken care of. The meals, the cleaning up, everything. They have laundry services on these boats.
Laundry,
Get everything.
pool, basketball court,
Get everything.
Mai Tais.
Why don't you do that to retire? Don't go to Florida.
We're probably going to go to Florida.
Sorry to hear that.
Probably.
I'm really sorry about that.
He's a New Yorker, man. That's
Probably.
what they do.
That's what we do. That's what we do. We all do that.
You're too good for Florida.
We all do that. We all go to Florida. It's just our nature is to go to Florida.
It's like an elephant graveyard. They just whence they came, they must return.
I'm gonna.
New Yorkers go.
My purpose in your life, I'm understanding it now, is to make sure you don't retire at Florida.
You know what? Do you question why, birds fly south for the winter? They just do it. It's just in their DNA. They just go. Mm-hmm. That's
You're a
us
bird?
East Coasters. We
Birds of a feather.
Yep.
Floated together.
I
We
did notice
just
you
go to
pooping on
Florida.
cars yesterday.
I'll support the Florida move if it's the Keys and you live in Burt Reynolds' old houseboat,
Heck yeah.
which you can rent on Airbnb.
Yeah, my
That's
wife
not
and I
a
are
joke.
getting a houseboat.
That's tight.
Getting a houseboat.
That's tight.
No,
That's a different kind of Florida.
Super tight, dude.
Imagine us on a houseboat.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, so cool. So cool.
It's a different kind of Florida. The Keys in a houseboat, that ain't Boca Raton, dude. That's a different kind of adventure, and I support that for you.
I guess if it's the Keys, but don't go to Sanibel.
Go
Just
to
remember-
Orlando.
Just remember wherever you go, that the Atlantic side is clear, according to your father-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
That's
you
right.
dare argue.
Yes, it is. Don't be
Don't
uneducated about
don't
that.
you argue, man.
But what's the truth?
The truth is the
He
Gulf
pulled it
side.
up yesterday,
We
the
looked
Gulf
at it
side.
yesterday.
Yeah, the Gulf.
The Gulf side, yeah.
The Titanic's in the Atlantic, so it's haunted. So go to the Gulf.
I think it's pretty
Entire
far
Atlantic
away.
Ocean is on it.
The whole sea's haunted, dude.
The whole thing.
They all connect. I mean, they're all connecting.
It's what Big Ocean wants us to think.
Yeah.
I always thought the Gulf side was clear, but I didn't want to argue.
Yeah,
Smart.
it is.
Yeah.
It is known for its clear emerald isles.
Who gets more hurricanes?
Well, that might be the Gulf. I don't know. It seems like
I don't know, man.
it seems
more
like
Gulf
both.
than Florida.
Yeah, that's the other thing he told me was that the Gulf got more hurricanes, and I'm like, maybe, but I feel like Florida just gets hit on both sides. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it seems like the whole state of Florida gets it. Is there an East Coast no hurricane? Didn't a hurricane hit like New Jersey one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
Oh, when
Sandy
I
in New
was-
Jersey?
That was a superstorm.
That's like the whole eastern seaboard, right? They all get hit. Don't
Yeah.
the Carolinas get
Carolinas-
hit?
Yeah, Carolina's
down.
get hit a lot.
Are you ready for that? You're gonna have to shutter up
dude.
your windows and have alcohol in your
Listen, I'm
bathtub.
already starting to get like Hawaiian shirts.
Okay.
Pastels.
Those are for Hawaii.
They're good for anywhere.
Are you gonna be wearing
So
like
the Florida floral shirt
I'm
is
already
definitely
getting
different.
Tommy Bahama shirts.
It's definitely different.
You got to have the pink
It's
flamingo
got marlins
shirts.
and crap on it.
Yeah, Tommy Bahama.
Man, that's good.
Marlins.
I'm
not-
already starting to gear out
gearing out?
How many Sperry's do you have?
a lot.
Oh, jeez, man.
Dang, dude.
Dude, you're going to
You
be
got a shark
legit.
tooth necklace?
Oh,
Like
you're
the
going to
leather
throw your
strap
hair
with
out?
one of those shark tooth in it?
You know, when I open up my Wave Runner rental company,
Captain Rizz.
Okay.
Right.
and you come down, and you're like, oh my God, I know him.
Yeah.
You want a jet ski? No discount for you.
No, you know what's going to be great? He's going to get down there and realize he has to do something. You know what he's going to own? He's going to own a parasailing company. That is
No.
going to be the sweet poetic justice of all this.
The irony of it all.
We're going to Florida. I'm going to start a jet ski rental company, Wave Runners.
Are you gonna grow your beard out or like what are we
We're going
looking
to
like?
rent out Wave Runners.
Man,
Dreads.
I think
Jet
there's
skis.
Blonde tips
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna get braids.
Yeah. I think Moon's right, though. There's so much regulation with jet skis. I think
Yeah,
with
dude.
parasailing, I mean, there's no regulations.
You're
You
in
don't
it.
have
I'm
any
going to get a
insurance.
gold tooth and start speaking with a Jamaican accent, and you'll see.
Why?
You're
Do you
in
have
it
to
for
do
big
that?
money.
You'll
You're-
see.
You're going to unregulated.
You're going full
industry
Chet Hanks.
parasailing.
I thought you'd be more Cuban. I don't know.
Captain Rizz.
What the hell's wrong with this
How much
guy?
you making, Rizz?
Welcome to my house of boat.
All right, crap on celebrities next. You guys are being stupid, all right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're the one moving to Florida.
True.
Oh.
Man.
Gotcha. Maybe. Can we come visit?
No. Crap on celebrities after the break. It's 8 o'clock. It's
wanna go fishing.
Tuesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race in 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got
We're
it
gonna
right
go down there like in like 15 years. I'm like full Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
That's what I
Captain Ron.
You haven't buttoned the top 3 buttons in 6 years, man. Just,
I'm completely hairless.
Captain Rizz.
Oh, God.
I can see you out there painting the bottom of a rowboat or something
Yeah.
on the beach. Right lane blocked due to a stalled vehicle 64 westbound near Outer 40 Road. We also have an entry ramp to 270 eastbound from Gravois westbound lane blocked due to a crash. Point forecast, cold but dry, high of 39. Right now it is 24 at the Point Studio. Your Point forecast is brought to you by CarX Siren Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got?
Whose appendix busted this week? GQ magazine looks hot in Skims too. Dave Grohl, watch your mouth. Diddy, truly bad boy for life. And TV's most hated character of all time. We're going to trash a list.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. So during the break, we're talking about Punk Rock Christmas, which is coming up a week from Saturday. The pageant. All your favorite Christmas songs, punk rockified. Great time last year, moved to a bigger venue. So we're going with, the Rizz family's going with another family.
Sweet.
Again, they got 3 kids. And trying to figure out what to do, before the show. Show starts at what time?
I think
7?
doors are at 7. I think show starts at 8. Maybe.
Well, they want to meet
maybe
up
a little bit earlier.
before and do something. I said to my wife, why? Why do we have to do something?
Has to be a whole thing.
I mean, the show itself is going to be a whole thing.
Right. Why isn't that good enough?
Why do we have to have fun? And,
It's not even that. It's like, when I'm asked a question, like, what should we do? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, if you want to do a thing,
Dinner.
then come up with a thing.
yeah.
I want dinner.
I will be there.
Go to Blueberry Hill for dinner and then
I'll be
walk
there.
down
Yeah.
there.
Stop in Overland, go to Woofie's, have a nice little lunch, and head on over.
I'll be there because they
Great
want to do
Thai
like
place. I don't know if your kids will eat Thai or not. But
My kids love Thai. I don't know about the other kids. What Thai place?
it's called Fork and Spoon.
Fork and Sticks.
Fork and
Oh,
Sticks.
that is
It's very small, that place.
small, but it's great.
It's a great
It's great. It's I brought my mother there once.
A lot of cool eating
Fork and
places
Sticks.
down there now.
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't want to go to Fitz's. That's another whole thing.
Okay. No whole things. We're not looking for any whole things. Punk Rock Christmas is going to be a whole thing in itself.
Yeah, that's enough.
Whole thing.
Enough of a whole thing.
We'll just add small things.
Well, they opened up that new mini golf place over there.
That's right.
That seems like a whole thing.
yeah.
Magic Mini Golf. I'm just looking at
Where's that?
the website.
Right across from the pageant, isn't it?
What? At the old Pita Pit? Don't tell me they
At
got
where
rid
the
of the Pita
church's
Pit.
chicken used to be?
Yo, why don't you go to Noodle House? Just golf, Noodle House, and come punk
I'm
rock.
fine with that.
Dude.
Just go.
But I think the kids want to do something.
Soul Taco. Man, you got so much.
But I said we are doing something. We're
Hey.
going to the show.
They're
Go
gonna
ice skating
they're gonna
before.
watch Dad.
Get out of here.
They're gonna watch Dad shred on guitar.
Might as well go all out if you're going to go out.
Yeah, Dad's playing.
They
Ride
can
the
stage
trolley.
dive. They can stage dive and crowd surf. That will
The
be
most
the thing.
fun indoor mini golf, shuffleboard, and Ferris wheel in St. Louis.
Whoa.
Oh, Ferris wheel. I think the big wheel downtown's got something to say about that.
Ferris Wars,
Said
dude.
indoor.
Where the heck is this?
Oh, indoor, yeah.
It's literally across from the pageant.
I'm trying to think of it. It's like a little apartment thing.
Is that where the old church's chicken used to
There's
be?
the
Like on the corner?
Or that
corner.
behind the
That's a
church's
parking lot
chicken in
now.
that big concrete.
And then they built up over there.
Food and drink menu. Okay, they got some food there, too. All right, pizzas.
I got to be honest. The
pretzel
website
sticks.
makes it look very young.
I think that's what they're going for.
Like
They're going
toddlers?
for like that pinup bowl kind of feel.
That's
it
not what
seems
that
like.
looks like.
Family friendly.
Well, look at the logo.
It looks like something for very young kids.
Where
No?
does Joe
This is
Edwards get
cool.
all of his signage at? I need to ask him because he
Yeah,
always has
it's-
cool signs, marquees and whatnot.
So
Snacks, pretzel sticks,
So you get to
guacamole, grilled cheese.
He comes to the show. He comes to the pageant a lot if you sell out a show, and he takes pictures and all that. Let's say he shows up and Lern goes over there and says, "Hey, hello, Mr. Joe Edwards. Here's my first question for you. Where do you get your signs?"
I call him my fairy godfather because he's just he's the fairy godfather of St. Louis, like Joe Edwards.
Looks cool inside. Look at the pictures. Shuffleboard.
It does look cool.
Go there.
Food
That's
and drink
fun to
menu.
have.
Okay, they got
It sounds like that's
signature
your
14-inch pizzas, famous hot dog.
Cool.
How's it famous?
I got famous really quickly.
Yeah, it just opened. And famous, I've never heard of it.
Every famous hot dog ever just calls himself famous.
A lot of claims for a new place.
Jeez. Famous.
I think you got your plan, man. And if it's right across, then you got one parking spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Blueberry. Blueberry Hill seems great too.
I love Blueberry Hill for eating and
Me too.
darts.
Everybody loves hamburgers.
It's a fun place.
Joe
Plenty of
Edwards
places-
owns it, so
Yeah.
I'm not, taking away business from him.
Right.
You
If
throw
we
a
don't go
dart
mini
or
golf.
two.
Like I get the appeal of mini golf.
I will say my one complaint
It's
about
fine.
Blueberry Hill is where the photo booth that they used to have was the coolest. And I would take photos every time in that photo booth. And it's out of commission.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was so neat.
And their darts.
No more darts either. They got games there too.
They have darts. Their darts are terrible.
Dull.
Every time I've taken somewhere for darts, you got to piece together like, I'm throwing 2 yellows and a black, and the other person's like, all right, I got to use your black one for mine. It's like,
Somebody's stealing the darts.
yeah, or they just don't re-up them very often.
You got to ask them for their special ones, and then they'll hook you.
Or
up.
Bring your own darts.
bring your own, like a professional.
Oh, that's true.
I don't ever purposely seek out Blueberry Hill. I usually end up there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, let's play some darts.
Yeah.
Gotta leave
And they got
darts
some
in your
video
car.
games there too. Okay.
Great music, too.
Okay.
I've seen one show there, and I got lost. I couldn't.
Is there
get out.
one
In the
show
duck
there?
room?
I couldn't get out. Yeah, I've only seen one show there.
This is like being in somebody's basement.
It was, yeah, and
You got lost in there?
I did. I was.
You find the dungeon.
No, this was just during a period of influence, and Donnie was standing next to me, and at some point I looked around. And I just went, "Hey, man, this is my first time here. Can you help me get out?"
Yeah, that's hard to get out.
Did you wind up getting out?
I'm pretty sure
Still there in the Moon
I'm
Hunts.
pretty sure
Are you
he had
still
to,
there?
He had to walk me to the
duck room.
stairs.
All right. Today is get your tickets for Punk Rock Christmas.
Help me,
1 week from
Donnie. Help me.
Saturday, the 9th. All right, today is November the 28th. Back in the day, 128 years ago, 1895, the first automobile race was held. Took place over 52 miles of snowy roads from Chicago to Waukegan, Illinois. Because of the weather, only 6 of the 89 racers who signed up were able to compete. The winner won $2,000. His average speed was 7 miles an hour. Took about 10 hours to finish the race.
Oh, my God.
59 years ago, 1964, a clean-shaven Willie Nelson performed as a Grand Ole Opry member for the first time, nearly unrecognizable in a suit and tie. That happened 59 years ago. 34 years ago, 1989, Technotronics' Pump Up the Jam. That album was released. Remember that song?
Pump up the jam.
That's
Pump
a
it
daily
up.
song.
Damn.
Technotronics' Pump Up the Jam. The album was released. 29 years ago, 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer clubbed to death by a fellow inmate while cleaning a prison toilet. And 13 years ago today in 2010, Airplane and Naked Gun superstar Leslie Nielsen dies at the age of 84 due to complications from pneumonia. He loved fart humor so much his family included the words, "Let her rip," on his gravestone.
And don't call me Shirley.
And that's what happened. Oh, look at Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Damn.
Look at this whole square. Hi,
That's when he was pumping out the jams. Man.
I'm here to sell you.
Car
Insurance.
insurance.
That's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com, 636-600-0188. A medical emergency has put The Late Show on hold. On social media, Stephen Colbert wrote, "Sorry to say that I have to cancel all of our shows this week." I'm sure you're thinking, turkey overdose, Steve? Gravy boat capsize? Actually, I'm recovering from surgery for a ruptured appendix. And he said, going forward, all emails to my appendix will be handled by my pancreas.
Who's this?
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert.
Oh.
Ruptured appendix. That's gnarly.
It's serious. Yeah,
Like you could die from what, sepsis?
sure.
From a ruptured appendix?
I don't want one. That's for sure.
I don't want an appendix.
Take it out.
Get it out of there.
Kim Kardashian is gracing the cover of GQ's Man of the Year issue out today. 20 years after the death of Robert Kardashian, her dad, Kim joins her mother and sisters to talk about how her father continues to shape her work and life. So this is interesting. You know, it's the Man of the Year issue. Kim is gracing the cover.
No other men to go on the cover, huh?
No other men. And and the whole, I read some of the article and it was about, you know, Robert Kardashian's history, like with the OJ trial, and then how he was like a devout Catholic, I believe, and went to, you know, never believed in psychics or anything like that, went to a psychic during the OJ Simpson trial. And this psychic told Robert Kardashian, like, the Kardashians will be known around the world. And then look at the Kardashian family today. Isn't that
wow.
crazy? But even crazier is the fact that Skims is currently valued at $4 billion.
Jeez.
It's the official underwear of the NBA. They're getting ready to, Kim's opening up a brick and mortar in Los Angeles, I believe, for Skims.
So
she's killing
Kim
it.
Kardashian is the Man of the Year.
She's the Man of the Year. Avenged Seven. I know. Sit down. It's all right. Avenged Sevenfold have teased a collaboration with Fortnite with a video on their social media. They have many ties to the gaming world as they've recorded several songs for Call of Duty. So if you are a Fortnite fan and an Avenged fan, you're excited about
Isn't
this.
Eminem on Fortnite?
Yeah, he was the latest
some big
person to
thing.
do it.
By the way, on recommendation, I believe, from Rafe, I watched the Barry Sanders documentary last night.
Yes.
Awesome.
Called Bye Bye Barry. Wow. What a fantastic documentary.
What is it
Where's
on?
this at?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It's called Bye Bye Barry.
Okay.
It is good.
It definitely
Is
has
it-
a very appealing bio. When I was reading it, I was like, oh, yeah, watch list. Because it's like one of the most dramatic sounding synopsises.
I forgot how much of a badass he was. Like,
Yeah.
and how good Barry Sanders was on such garbage teams.
Yeah. He's the best of all time.
And just 1999, just
Out.
done. Like, didn't show up to training camp. Went to London, faxed his resignation,
Bye.
faxed his retirement letter, and that was it.
Jeez.
And they got some good people, good talking heads. As far
Eminem.
Eminem, Jeff Daniels,
Wow.
Tim Allen.
Dang, I forgot what it said on the TV, the thing that I was
It was good.
reading, but this one just says the definitive story of Barry Sanders' Hall of Fame career and his extraordinary decision to walk away from the game in the prime of his career. Because he went to London and just didn't come back, right?
Yeah.
He went to London to hide, and somebody got the wind of Barry Sanders on this flight, and where he should be at training camp.
I didn't know it was during training camp.
At the beginning of training camp, and his dad is a character too.
Yeah.
His dad's a character, and he was such a badass when he would score. Just give the ball, give the ball to the ref. No spiking, no celebration. Walk to the sideline.
Good on him, man. Every time I hear about somebody like at the top of something, they're like, you know what? Pfft, peace.
Won the
Screw
Heisman
you.
Trophy?
Care about records.
I owe you no explanation.
He
Goodbye.
took himself out of games.
That's my favorite.
When he was like, the game, either they were winning or the game was out of reach, he took himself out. Even though he'd be like 5 yards shy of a 200-yard game, he'd just come out with 195 yards in the fourth quarter.
Does it talk about why? Does
He just didn't care
He
about
just didn't
records.
care. Didn't care
He said
about
He cared
records.
about winning and losing. He didn't care about. He didn't want to break Walter Payton's record. He respected Walter Payton. That's why he's like he would have easily broken that.
So when he came out, why did he say I came out? Like I took myself
Where
out.
the game is either out of hand or whatever. Let's give some. He could have broken his city high school record, like the high school record in whatever city he played in. And the coach goes, "Hey, you have like 9 yards, or was it 5 yards?
Right.
5 yards to break this record.
But
You could take yourself out, or we could put some of the younger kids in. This is in high school, and he goes, put some of the younger kids in.
did he explain the philosophy though, like the thought
He
process?
didn't care. He did not. He
The way he
says
was raised.
he did not care about records.
And I'm asking, does he explain why he doesn't care? What was
They
instilled
kind of
in
explained
him?
his upbringing. Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Is like, I mean, that's what we can learn from here. Is like, how do you get to a point where that's not something that's important to you? I hope they touch on
I don't
that.
think you could learn that. I think that's just the way you are.
I don't know, man. I think you can learn.
The
I think
guy
you
won the
can teach
Heisman
that.
Trophy, the biggest accolade in college sports, and it looked like he didn't care.
In this day and age, when everybody and kids are being taught that, like likes and all these things turn into careers and blah, 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 and all this, like, I think there is something to be learned from a guy who says, I don't care about records. I
Maybe
don't care about my
learning-
name being cool and out there and lasting forever because we're all going to be gone in a flash.
Maybe learning that there is somebody like that, but I don't know if you could teach that.
I think you can. I think that's a meditative something that you can.
But it's
pass
good
on.
though. Dude, it's worth a watch.
Oh, I
for
can't
sure.
wait.
And this
he
is
go to
Barry
the Hall of
Sanders,
Fame?
not
Barry
Barry Bonds. What is it?
Barry Bonds. Barry
There's
Bonds.
lots of
is-
Barrys.
A lot of Barry Sanders.
NFL.
Yeah,
NFL, not to be confused. How about the 1989 draft class? They talk about 1989. Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikman. Who else was in that class?
Dan Marino.
No,
No.
it was 84. Or was Marino 84 or earlier?
Was Emmett in that?
Emmett Smith.
Yeah, Emmett Smith. Sanders.
Emmett Sanders.
Anyway, watch
A
it.
lot of Sanders.
Hey, speaking of Sanders, Dave Grohl is the master at saying the F word at Foo Fighters concert, so he needed some help not to curse whenever he was in Abu Dhabi at the Grand Prix on Sunday. In fact, Dave needed a massive sign that says, no cursing, no cursing, because in Abu Dhabi, cursing is strictly prohibited, and if Dave would have dropped one of his many F words like he does here everywhere else, he would have possibly had to spend a year up in prison.
Oh,
Yeah, that's serious stuff over there. We had to break.
Add places I'll never be traveling to my
Abu
Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi.
We had a break for prayer. It was like right in the middle of our set, and they're like, "Hey, man, when we ring this bell on the side of the stage, you have to stop.
Yeah.
You have to stop, be quiet, and get on the side of the stage. You don't have to do what we're doing, but like the country will stop at this time." That was in
that bell. If you hear that bell.
that was in Kuala Lumpur. But man, we have gone against, and this is in the U.S. John Feldman, singer for Goldfinger, he's got a heck of a mouth on stage as well. And there's definitely been multiple shows in the last 10 years that we have not been paid. Because they'll be like, hey, you can't curse, man. You can't curse, dude. There's an ordinance. It's like and you know where they all are? Florida. That's where you're moving.
Yeah.
To no fun
Florida.
land.
Well,
No
I'm
fun
moving
land. Let's
to,
have a festival outside with punk bands and tell them they
Not
can't
being-
curse.
yeah.
That doesn't bother me.
Well, the good news is Dave Grohl can go back to his potty-mouthed ways. On Wednesday, the Foo Fighters will kick off an Australian tour. Over the holiday weekend, Sean Diddy Combs was hit with 2 more sexual assault civil suits. The legislation made possible for the sexual assault accusers to state their case, even though the alleged incidents happened decades ago. One woman is claiming that Diddy assaulted her when she was in college in 1991. Another suit alleged Diddy and singer Aaron Hall took turns raping this woman and her friend 30 years ago. And a spokesperson for Diddy says these are fabricated claims, falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. There is nothing but a money grab here. Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he's an easy target for an anonymous accuser who lie without conscience or consequence for financial benefit.
So he settled that first case.
Right. Yeah, so the first case with Cassie Ventura for an undisclosed amount of money a year ago.
And that was all that gnarly sex trafficking and the
Right.
male hooker stuff.
So these are 2 more coming at Diddy. Arguably one of the most well-known and controversial Prodigy songs is Smack My Bitch Up. Frontman Maxim appears now to not even sing those lyrics anymore, just change my pitch up. That song has 2 lyrics, okay? Smack my bitch up, change my pitch up. And now it's just change my pitch up for the entire duration of that
Change
song.
my pitch up.
Yeah, people are outraged.
All right.
If you're looking for a gift for Rafe Dean Williams this holiday, look no further than the new David Lee Roth book that's going to be here in January. It's titled DLR Book, How David Lee Roth Changed the World. It's described as showing Dave's influence on the world's biggest bands. And, they even talk about his screenplay for a major studio, how he's a radio host with The Roth Show, how he got certified as an EMT, how he is a helicopter pilot, how he speaks multiple languages, is a samurai. The man can do it all, and it's going to be a book to focus on.
I just saw over the weekend, he put out another one of those dance videos where he dances.
Oh, yeah.
In silhouette.
Mesmerizing?
I love him.
I do, too.
He just puts out these dancing videos with no context or anything. It's just him dancing.
You know, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I think he's slowly, or maybe I just didn't notice it until now, he's becoming the rock and roll version of William Shatner.
I'll stand by that.
He's kind of 80s rock and roll William Shatner. Are you guys not seeing this?
Look.
I mean,
The guy's got the moves, dude. I want to dance with David Lee Roth to any music.
but some of it is a little confusing, and then you go, but maybe this is confusing in a way where he's self-aware.
It's a shtick, I think.
Man can wear a hat too.
That's what I'm saying, man. William Shatner. He's going Big Billy here.
He's in New,
Big Billy here.
he's in New York City, and he's just dancing on a rooftop.
Looks gorgeous.
Is that dancing? I feel like that's knee tapping.
I'm sure there's music going along with this. Hang on, let me see if I can.
It's interesting, and I like it, and I support it.
The last one was the Sopranos intro music, wasn't it?
Bill Shatner. Come on,
Bill
man.
Shatner. Roth Show.
It's on a New York groove. And it's just him dancing with this music.
Please come to St. Louis, David Lee Roth. Please. Oh, it'd be so good. A bunch of Big Lebowski memorabilia is hitting the auction block, including, like, Jeff Bridges' entire Lebowski costume. Okay, the dude.
Whoa,
with the jellies?
This is what it includes. Light brown knitted fleece bathrobe, off-white cotton jockey T-shirt, sunglasses, and that ensemble is possibly going to fetch anywhere between 30 to 50 grand. But there's also stills and different types of.
Because remember, where's jellies? The shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, those are probably long gone, right? But even like the scenes that were handwritten and sketched out, those are going to be up for auction. So if you're a Big Lebowski fan, this is all part of their 25th anniversary celebration. And the proceeds from this auction are supporting Share Our Strength's No Kid Hungry campaign, which Jeff Bridges has supported.
What about those pants?
The pants?
He's in like there's like the striped pajama pants, and then there's like the Southwestern looking ones where I think he bowls in.
Lots of stuff on the auction. I don't know how much those would go for, though.
Yeah, I need the pants. I need the pants.
To wear.
The long-awaited This Is Spinal Tap sequel is beginning filming will begin filming at the end of February. Rob Reiner has confirmed 3 surprise guests. Do you want to know who's going to be in the Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
Okay. Paul McCartney.
What?
Elton John.
Whoa.
And Garth Brooks.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
You excited?
When is that coming out?
No time soon. There's no official release date yet.
There's an orgy I'd like to watch.
Yeah.
And he says everybody's back. So Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, and Spinal Tap members. They're all back.
And Rob Reiner is directing it?
Yes.
Mr. DeBerge. Hello, Mr. DeBerge. Except for the guy except for all the drummers, because they've all passed.
What was
Remember all
Fran
the drummers?
Drescher's character? What's her name?
She was from the label from Polymer Records?
Yeah.
Or
What was her name?
I wonder if she'll be back.
Wait, was she from the label?
I thought she was from the label. Or no, Paul
was
Schaefer was from.
Yeah. Just kick my ass. Go ahead. Dude, that movie is the greatest until it's not funny anymore.
Because it gets a little real?
It got real for a minute. There was a point in our career where I was we were watching it, and I realized that the whole thing went by and I didn't laugh, and I was like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny right now. And I had to give it a few years. Just like Office Space. Like Office Space is hysterical until you live it and you go,
That's true.
oh my God, this isn't funny.
Mm-hmm. Right.
This isn't funny at all. This is a biography.
Well, and finally, you guys, list here from ranker.com. People are talking about the most hated TV characters of all time. There are 3 Games of Thrones characters on this list. Can you name the top 10?
Oh, the king.
Joffrey? Joffrey's number 1.
Oh wait, what was the
Most hated
list?
characters of all time.
TV characters.
Oh yeah, Joffrey is.
And who was the other one that held the guy
Ramsay.
hostage?
Ramsay.
Baratheon.
He's number 2.
No.
Bolton.
Yes,
Ramsay
Bolton.
Bolton.
Yeah.
Did I get it? Yeah.
Well, yes, he was a bastard, but yes, he was elevated to the Bolton name.
Who's the third then?
Oh, that guy was such a dick.
Those are 1 and 2.
He was
Vicious,
awful.
dude.
Those are 1 and 2. Joffrey Baratheon was number 1. Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones.
No more
number
Game of
2.
Thrones people?
We have 1 more from Game of Thrones.
Cersei.
Cersei, yes. She's a total bitch. Cersei Lannister is number 5 on this list.
Fran Drescher was Bobby Fleischman, by the way.
Ah, yeah.
So there's a couple of shows, like I've never seen
Oh,
Bobby.
Fleckman.
Full Metal
Bobby
Alchemist, Brotherhood. I've never watched that. I guess
Oh.
it's an anime show. That character, Show Tucker, came in at number 3 on this list. I didn't think any of us would get that. There's a character from The Walking Dead, 2 characters from The Walking Dead.
Governor.
The
The
Governor,
zombie.
number 4. Very good. What's the other character?
Negan,
It's not Egan.
even though he's beloved
Negan.
now.
I don't know.
This is a season 1 character.
Shame.
Ed Pelletier. I've never watched the show. Carol's abusive husband in season number 1.
Yeah.
Any sitcoms? Like Newman?
No, not in the top 10.
Carol's abusive husband. He's there for like 30
1 episode.
minutes. Yeah.
They hated him enough to make him number 10.
Breaking Bad, Gustavo.
Breaking
Yeah,
Bad made the
Gus.
list.
Gus
Or
Fring.
either Walter White could also be the main bad guy.
Gus.
No Gus.
Gus Frings was so gnarly, but he was so
Tuco?
Pleasant.
Yeah, Tuco.
Yeah, Tuco.
Todd Alquist.
Oh, yeah, he killed the kid.
to go tight.
What about on The Sopranos?
Oh, Tony Soprano's mother.
Olivia Soprano.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey,
Number
wait,
7.
which one is Todd? Is that the Matt Damon looking?
Yeah,
looking
Yeah,
cat?
he's awesome.
That
man.
guy is incredible.
Yeah,
He's
Jesse.
the one that's married to Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
No, Jesse Plemons.
Plemons, sorry. Yeah.
The
My
last
friend
two
named
on this
Pinkham.
list, number 6 and 9, I don't think any of us watch. Did you watch Glee?
No.
No. So Rachel Berry on Glee came in at number 6. And anybody watch Pretty Little Liars?
No.
Okay.
No.
Ezra Fitz is number 9.
Did you ever see that dude, the Jesse Plemons dude on that? It was like not a docuseries, a miniseries or whatever the heck it was with Elizabeth Olsen about the gal that
Murdered.
murdered the neighbor,
No.
murdered the friend. Oh man,
That's good.
it was. He is so good in it, dude. But both of them are excellent.
Hey, I do want to bring up before, and you didn't talk about this yesterday, that Daryl Hall is suing John Oates.
I know.
Dude, Hall is suing Oates. I can't believe it. I mean, this is...
What are the detail? I don't know. There's a restraining order
There's
involved.
and Daryl Hall has a restraining order on
Yeah.
John Oates.
Love and
He
death.
issued a statement, said, "What I want, you got," which was crazy.
What I want?
What I
Okay,
want,
so
you
from
got.
the Philadelphia Inquirer, they're from, they're Hall and Oates are from Philly.
Yeah.
News broke last week that Daryl Hall is suing John Oates in a Nashville court, exposing a rift in the most commercially successful pop music duo of all time, whose 6 #1 hits are the most ever recorded by a Philadelphia-born act. They are fighting. What are they fighting about? Okay. Hall filed a lawsuit that argues that Oates' plan to sell off his share of a joint venture would violate a business agreement that Hall and Oates had made as a duo. Specifically, it moved to prevent Oates and others, including his wife, Amy Oates, from selling their share of Whole Oates Enterprises, LLP, the company named after the 1972 debut album, to Primary Wave Music. So I guess it's John Oates trying to sell his catalog.
Right.
His portion of the Hall and Oates catalog.
That's
That's
a-
the music publishing company that owns stakes in catalogs of Prince, Stevie Nicks, Alice Cooper.
That miniseries is called Love and Death, by the way, and it's a true story about these church couples, and they got entangled in an affair, and one of the gals killed the other with a freaking axe,
Oh, my
an axe murderer, and then she was. I'm not going to give it away, but heck of an ending. Whoa!
Now, I just want to go back to the restraining order here because people know that. Oh my God, Daryl Hall has a restraining order against John Oates.
Right.
It's not like he's worried about John Oates hurting him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The restraining order is basically preventing him from closing the sale to this other company that
I
wants to
see.
buy the stake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
'cause
court works.
I didn't. When I saw the restraining order, I'm like, oh my gosh, are they like coming at each other? Like,
So can he
what's
still
the
be
deal?
buddies
But
with
it's
this?
possession.
It's all business stuff.
Yeah.
What did you say, Scott?
Are they still? But you think they can still be friendly with this?
No, they hate each other.
Oh,
They were saying that Daryl Hall was on Bill Maher's podcast and referred to John Oates as his, quote, business partner,
Wow.
not buddy. That's
Sad.
That's
it's a bummer.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Karen Gillan, that's Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, is 36. Trey Songz is 39. Alan Richson, that's Jack Reacher on Amazon's Reacher, is 39. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Nikki from the 3rd season of Fargo, is 39. I don't know how to say this guy's name. APL.DE.AP from the Black Eyed Peas
I think
Apple
it's
Day App? Apple Day App? is 49. John Stewart, 2 first names, is 61. Matt Cameron, 2 first names, is 61. Judd Nelson, 2 first names, is 64. Ed Harris, 2 first names, is 73. Paul Schaefer, we were just talking about him, he was 74. Randy Newman is 80. And Barry Gordy Jr., Motown founder. How old is Barry Gordy Jr.?
He's in his 90s.
Congratulations is in order, yes.
Wow.
94.
Dang, 94 years old, Barry Gordy Jr.
Is he really?
Yes.
Wow.
Nailed it.
That was a shot because
Way to
Barry
give
Gordy's been
everybody else
around
a
for a
chance.
long time.
And maybe the next Bye Bye Barry.
Oh no.
Oh, there you have. Now,
That's Rafe
my
Williams.
We're backing
Here we
out.
go.
Rafe
Here
Dean
we
Williams.
go.
4 of
You
us
said
backing
it.
into
On
the
a
bush.
You brought him
Tuesday.
up, and you guessed his age.
I said nothing, except for congratulations.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jana Woods. And today's birthday girl has been in 83 fine films, including Bang the House Sitter, Barely Legal Ski Camp, Big Booty Cuties 2, See You Next Tuesday 6, Dirtylicious Teens, Great Sexpectations 1, Pigtail Cuties 4, Teen Hitchhikers 4, and Who Could Forget a Roll in 2004's Who's Your Daddy 4. Jana Woods is 42 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and let's try to give away these Pete Davidson tickets. Okay?
Let's go for it.
We're going to play wordplay. Again, we tried this yesterday. I'm going to make it a little easier today. So we'll put a Rizz Show member in isolation. We'll start with Rafe today.
Okay.
And then we'll go around. I will give you guys on the phone, a listener on the phone, a word. You tell us the first thing that comes to your mind when I say that word. Lern's going to write your word down. Then we'll bring the Rizz Show member out of isolation. We'll give them the same 5 words. If they match 3 of your 5, you get tickets to the sold-out Pete Davidson show. We'll only have 3 pairs of these tickets, so good luck.
Good luck.
Yesterday was 4 out of 5. We'll do 3 out of 5 today.
Okay. We can do this today.
We could do this. We can do this. I tried to make the words a little easier as far as matches go, as far as potential for matches. We'll see what happens. Remember, the first word that comes to your mind, boom, you give us the word. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We'll play next. All right, it is 8:40. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Looks like we have a lane block due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound after First Capitol Drive. Sorry, we have a lane block due to a stalled vehicle 64 eastbound at Missouri Research Park Circle. And there is also a lot of delays 55 northbound between Revis Barracks and Gasconade. Average speed down to 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast cold but dry. High of 39 right now. It's 25 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
That got me good.
Some of the endings of these are funny.
All right, Pete Davidson will be in town next Monday, December 4th at the pageant. Show is sold out, but we got your tickets. We're playing wordplay. Wordplay. So we'll go around the horn here, starting with Rafe. Put Rafe in isolation. Then we'll get somebody on the phone.
Thank you.
We'll give our caller 5 random words. When I say the word, you tell us the first thing that comes to your mind. We'll write that down. Then we'll take Rafe out of isolation. We'll give them the same 5 words. And if you match 3 of the 5, you are going to go see Pete Davidson. Simple as that.
So cool.
So cool.
He's so hot right now.
Probably the hottest. Probably the hottest.
All right, pump me some tunes.
All right, give Ray some tunes. All right, let's go to the phones. And
I hate you.
what'd you
I
go?
just picked up where we left off yesterday. U2's Desire.
Oh, I thought it was Sammy Hagar for a minute.
Oh, that's you should have.
That'll be next.
All right, Holly. Hello.
Yes.
All right,
Hello,
Holly.
good morning.
Good morning. I'm going to give you a word. First thing that comes to your mind. Lern's going to write it down. Okay, you ready? We're going to fly through these. All right, Holly.
Okay.
Booty.
Call.
Fur.
Babies.
Tooth.
Ache.
Book.
Worm.
Fire.
Starter.
Okay. I honestly think we got a shot here.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Scott, come in here. So you're next. Okay. Ready, Rafe?
Yeah, man. Let me shake off that song. All right.
Not a too fan, huh? All right,
Come
Holly.
on, you got this.
Holly, shut your face. Okay? Rafe, here are your 5 words.
Okay.
Booty.
Call.
Fur.
Coat.
Tooth.
Ferry.
Book.
Read.
Fire.
Truck.
Okay. Ready to learn?
Yep.
The word was booty.
Call is what Holly said, and Rafe also said call.
Yeah. Off to a great start.
Yes.
Fur.
Holly said baby, and Rafe said coat.
Fur baby. Oh, dog.
Yeah. Tooth.
Holly said ache. Rafe said
Fairy.
fairy. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting.
Book.
Holly said worm, and Rafe said read.
And fire.
Holly said starter, and Rafe said truck.
Starter.
Nope. Nope.
This is a hard game.
It's a hard game.
I felt good about all those answers.
I did
was
too.
like, I think
thought
we were
Holly had
going
some
to down.
great. I thought Holly had some great answers.
Oh, thanks. I felt good about my answers.
No, I didn't feel good about your answers at all. Fur, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Unfortunately, it was baby. But only because that's what everybody says. We just said it earlier.
Mine was fur burger.
Oh, you dummy.
Trapper.
Gutter, dude.
Why are you going to put that in my head, man?
Ridiculous.
I'm blown away that we only got one.
I know. It's bad showing, guys. Bad showing.
If nobody wins, are we going to trash this game?
No.
Oh,
Love
okay.
it.
No, maybe this
Oh,
is
no.
can't
Maybe
believe
tomorrow
this.
we'll do two.
Oh, my
Right.
God.
2 matches. Put Scott in isolation. Olivia, hello.
Hi.
Hey. All right, Olivia. You ready? First thing that comes to your mind. Under.
Over.
Fish.
Bowl.
Honey.
E.
Honeybee. Good.
Great.
Master.
Puppet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
I got a great feeling about this.
Yeah, me too.
Moon, excellent.
Okay. Ready, Scott?
See it again.
All right, here we go. First thing that comes to your mind.
Good. All right.
Under.
Over.
Fish.
Water.
Honey.
B.
Good.
Bad.
Master.
Vader.
He said Vader.
You said Vader?
Well, he just
Vader.
said yeah. Fur burger. I
First
mean,
thing that-
Vader.
he just said fur burger. So
No, first thing that comes to your mind. That's how we play the game, Scott.
yeah.
All right, let's see how you guys did.
That was 5.
That was 5. Under.
Olivia said over. King said over.
Yes.
Off to a great start.
We're
Fish.
perfect.
Olivia said bowl, and King said water.
Okay. Honey.
Olivia said B, and King said B.
Whoa.
Oh,
here we
one
go.
more.
We got 2 left.
Somebody's
All right,
going to
we
the
got this, we
show.
got
2
this.
left. Good.
Olivia said great. King said bad.
It's on her.
And
And finally,
Doggone it.
the word is master.
Olivia said puppet, and you said Vader. So
Sorry,
Opposite
Olivia.
sides of the same coin, if you think about it.
I thought that.
Yeah.
All right, give me that phone.
Doggone it. Thought it was a shit.
No,
you
no.
gonna play?
No.
No.
Jules
Okay.
playing.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Olivia.
Darn it.
We
Moon's
almost
gone.
won. You almost got to go. That's cool.
Okay. Gonna put Moon in isolation. Let's go to Jared. Hello, Jared.
Hey, happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go with the words.
All right.
Hand.
Finger.
Okay. News.
Person.
Earth.
Planet.
Pan. P-A-N. Pan.
Fry.
Horse.
Face.
I like this.
All right.
That's good.
There's no way they're matching.
No way.
Okay, Moon, ready? Here we go. First word that comes to your mind.
Come on now.
Why do you have to review the rules with me? That's a bad sign, I feel.
Here we go. Hand.
What?
Hand.
Okay.
First word.
Do it.
Do it.
Crank.
Hand crank.
Hand crank. Okay. News.
Paper.
Earth.
Planet.
Pan. P-A-N. Pan.
Pan. Oh, Peter.
Okay.
That should have been an answer for number 1.
Horse.
Saddle.
Okay. Let's see how you guys did.
Dang, you can say cowboy. I got 0 out of 5.
Hand.
Jared said finger, and Moon said
Oh,
crank.
see, now I would have said finger. You didn't throw
You're right
me.
out of the gut.
What do you mean? I
threw
didn't
me.
throw
You
you.
led
Mine was
me. You
job,
led me
okay?
to
Yes.
Gutterland. You led me on
How
that.
did I lead you?
You literally.
None of you, even Jared. What job? The word was
The
job.
word was job.
I'm
The
not
only
gonna say
word.
that.
I'll say it.
What you?
Job.
Why-
That was all
I'll
I
do
was
it.
thoughts.
You said hand yesterday, and I said finger. You led me out of that. Oh, Rizz,
it's
you
okay, it's
cost him a ticket.
News.
Jared said person. Moon said paper.
Earth.
Jared said planet. Moon said
Yes,
planet.
Wow,
we got
okay,
one.
here we go.
At least we
about
have
that?
a consolation.
That was good.
Pan.
Sailing.
Jared said fry. You said Peter.
And horse.
Jared said face, and Moon said sex.
That one is the best answer so far.
He said
Horse
face.
face.
Did he say it immediately, or did he take it?
No,
himself?
you said it right away.
All right.
Darn it! I'm
Pan,
sorry.
what'd you think?
Peter.
Really?
You did?
I thought
For real?
sexual.
Cake. Pancake.
I thought pansexual.
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Pansexual. Yeah, it's where you're
Dang.
everyone's your fair
If
game.
I got fingered, we still would have lost, huh? Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you get fingered.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Shame you didn't.
Here you go.
Okay. Learn going in isolation. Who's writing the words down?
I got it.
All right, Soraya.
Okay, come on, Lern. We got this.
She's in
can't hear
isolation.
you.
She can't hear you.
She doesn't want to hear
Come on, it's you and me. Let's go. Ready? Grand.
Station.
I'm sorry, Grand Station?
you. Station.
Okay. Space.
Dip.
Spaceship. Pound.
Dog.
Pound dog. Head.
Shoulders.
T. T-E-A.
Pod.
Teapot.
Don't question
That's the
people.
first thing you thought of? Teapot.
Yes.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's POD.
Whoa, whoa.
Yes.
That was elevation. Woo!
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
Should be 5 out of 5, I think.
I think we got this one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Learn. Ready?
Yes.
Grand.
Grand paw.
Space.
Oddity.
Pound.
Cake.
Head.
Scratch.
T.
T. V.
Wow.
With a question mark.
Okay.
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 Congratulations,
She goes,
Soraya.
Soraya, I mean,
V.
she's going to see
T. What the hell, man? Like
T.
a T,
Davidson.
like a
T-E-A. T.
Oh, hang on.
T.
Yes, the
Teapot.
Teapot.
Pot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking
Yeah,
a
yeah,
T,
yeah.
like a T on a stupid golf course.
No.
Oh.
T-E-A. T.
Oh, okay.
All right, tea. Yeah, like I'm drinking tea.
Okay, okay.
Teapot.
Okay.
I understand the
Okay.
confusion.
All right, here we
Okay.
go. Let's review Grand.
Soraya said station. Learn said paw.
Space.
Soraya said ship. Learn said oddity.
A pound.
Soraya said dog. Learn said cake.
Close.
You know what I'm talking about.
Very
Head.
Van Halen. Very Van Halen.
Soraya said shoulders. Learn said scratch.
T.
Soraya, for some reason, said pod with a D. Learn said V and then changed her answer to pot.
Okay. 0.
So 0.
I think
across the
you know what
board.
she was thinking of? She's thinking of those little Keurig pods.
Teapot.
Yeah, right?
What did she say? Pot. I don't, it didn't
She might
matter.
have
I
said
thought
I
she
mean-
thought you
She's
said
in the
pea,
future,
like
guys.
pea pod.
Oh,
That's what I
really?
thought.
I thought I spelled it out.
Yeah,
T-E-A.
you did.
did.
I think you were fine. I think she was thinking.
Can you-
what's that tea shop in the mall? Don't they sell it by pods? Isn't that
Tazo.
the crap?
Tazo.
Peso.
Giovanna?
We have one more person. I think I want you to play. I'm going to make up 5 words right now, and let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, right now?
Here, give me the thing.
I don't have the thing.
Give me the thing. Give me the thing.
All right. Let's get Matt on the phone. Hello, Matt.
Yo!
Okay. Yo. All right. It's gonna be,
And a
it's gonna
bottle
be
of
you and I.
rum.
All right.
Learn. You got 5 words?
I have 4, and I'm writing a 5th one down right now. Yes,
Okay.
go.
I'm going. All right. I'm getting there.
Go. Go.
I saw. Oh.
His name is Matt. All right, Matt.
Yes?
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Dull.
What is it?
Dull.
Dull.
Blade.
Okay, mount.
No, my mind's in the gutter from earlier.
It's
You said
fine.
Mount?
Mount, yes.
Vesuvius.
I don't know how to spell that. All right.
I got it.
Shake. Shake.
Oh, shake. Strawberry.
All right. Cut.
Knife.
And finally, snow.
White.
All right, very good. All right.
Okay, we've got.
Yes, this will be good.
Yeah, this
Ready?
one.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Hey, pretty easy.
My headphones on. I can't wait to play.
Rizz. The word is dull.
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 Sharp.
All right. Mount.
Everest.
Shake.
It.
Cut.
Me. These are the first words that come in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how you play the game.
I think
you're doing
This is
great.
how you play the game.
I think you're doing
First
great.
words are
What's the next
Killing
one?
it.
Rizz. Snow.
White.
All
All right.
right.
Let's see how we do. Moon, you wrote everything
I got
down?
him.
All right. So the first word was dull.
Yeah.
Okay. Rizz says sharp. Matt says blade.
All right. Mount.
Rizz says Everest. Matt says Vesuvius.
Mine was in the gutter.
Starting to meld a little bit.
Third word. Shake.
Rizz says it. Matt says strawberry.
It was weight, by the way.
Number 4. Cut.
It was weight.
Rizz says me. Weird. Matt says knife.
Okay. And then finally, snow.
And for 0 for 5, Rizz says white. Matt says white. Never mind, we got 1 for 5.
You got one.
You want, come up 5 more words. I'll do it
Right
again.
now?
I'll do it
All
again.
right,
I'll do it.
I'll do it again.
1 for 5
I'll do it
again.
again. I'll do it again.
Go in isolation. Go.
Here.
Well, come up with the 5 words.
I'm doing it right now.
Well, it doesn't take long.
It's 5 words.
Now we're good.
Okay.
All right,
Well, let me get
okay.
Kyle on the phone.
Okay.
Kyle, hello.
What's up?
What's
All
that?
right, Kyle.
90s.
90s Kyle.
And okay.
Okay, you ready? I'm going into isolation.
Yeah, go into isolation.
Hit it.
All right. What is this guy's name? Josh? What is it?
Kyle.
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 Okay.
Kyle.
Kyle. All right, Kyle. The word is dance.
Say damp.
Dance.
DANCE.
I got a list. Dance.
Music.
Okay. Rob.
Bank.
Gun.
Shoot.
St. Louis.
Arch.
Drop.
Hot.
What did you say? Pop?
No, hot.
Hot. Oh, hot. Okay. Very good.
Okay, I like
All right.
those. Those are not bad.
Ready? Okay.
Smart.
All right.
Smart strategy.
All right. Rizz.
Okay.
Very smart strategy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Dance.
Dirty.
Rob.
Low.
Gun.
Play.
Come on now. Keep going. He's crushing it.
Here we
He's
go.
crushing it.
St. Louis.
Arch.
Drop.
Kick.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
I love it.
Here we go.
I think we may have it.
Kyle and
May have a
Rizz.
shot here.
We may have a winner. We may have a winner here.
What's your prediction? I
Scott,
want to
how
hear your
many do you
prediction
think
on how
you'll
many
get
you
right?
think you got right.
Get those tickets ready.
All right.
How many do you think you got?
2.
Okay.
All right.
You hear those tickets?
The first word was dance.
Kyle says music. Rizz says dirty.
The second word was rob.
Kyle says bank. Rizz says low. With an E.
The third word was gun.
Kyle says shoot. Rizz says play.
The fourth word was St. Louis.
Kyle says arch. Rizz says arch.
And finally, the last word was drop.
Rizz says kick. Kyle says hot.
It was hot.
Pretty good.
That was good.
Oh, we got to do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow it's 2 right, and you win tickets.
I kind of like. I think you should. I think after we go, we should have to predict what we think we matched and if it matches.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do it. 3 still wins unless you predict.
You get like 1 right.
Yeah, if you predict it, you get 2, and you get 2.
We'll get 2.
Right? I mean, because
I don't know. I'm
we only have
just
3 pairs of
spitballing
those
here.
tickets.
I know, and tomorrow's Wednesday.
And I think people are getting the hang of this. We're also getting the hang of it. And 2 is maybe too easy.
I don't know.
So
I mean,
3, but you get 2 points if you predict that.
How many times did we get 2 today?
only
Twice?
once. Just once.
I thought we did it twice.
No, everybody got 1.
King Scott did it, didn't he?
Olivia was the only one. King and Olivia got 2.
Yeah, because we're good at this.
And then, yeah,
Everyone else got 1?
everybody else got 1.
I knew Olivia's strategy going into this, and
Maybe 2 is the number.
Maybe 2's the number.
You think so?
I think 2 may be the number.
I feel like yesterday we did
Olivia.
okay. Well, I think we got a couple 2s and a couple
I
3s.
think we did okay today.
A couple 2 3s.
All right, 9:07. It is Tuesday. Sports next. Lern getting shot next.
Ugh.
Stay there. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at WWTRaceway.com. We got a right lane block and a right-hand shoulder block due to a crash 255 southbound at Coke Road. There are also delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. Average speed 25 miles an hour. Your point forecast cold but dry. High of 39. Right now it's 25. At the Point Studio, your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Jack in the Box for bringing us breakfast. And right now, Jack in the Box, if you're a fan, you're hungry, go to Jack in the Box, help support Shriners Children's St. Louis by buying a $2 air freshener to support the next century of care now through December the 3rd. Here we go. If you're watching the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
The Shriners Children's St. Louis air freshener from Jack in the Box, $2 for a great cause. You got the ultimate cheeseburgers, you got the tiny tacos, you got the 2 for bagels. We got it all in here.
You think they'll ever bring back those little antenna balls? I mean, those were a hit, man.
Those were cool. Did they ever go away?
Nobody has antennas anymore.
Well, fewer people have antennas, but they're still out there.
I got one on my Jeep. I mean,
I was going to say, the Gladiator I'm driving right now has one. I thought, you know
still have
that needs a soccer ball on top of it, or a Jack in the Box antenna ball.
Or no, if you're an old person, that's how you find your car. Mm-hmm. I remember when my grandfather was getting up there in age, and he couldn't find his car in the parking lot.
What did he put on?
His girlfriend would put like bows and decorate
purple loofahs.
Decorate his car antenna.
We know what that means now.
Bandanas.
Sure, he told you so he could find it in the Walmart parking lot, but it was really
Fred Carrozza would not do such a thing.
A sign. Anybody? I had one of those Jack in the Box antenna balls. It was fun.
It was fun.
A lot of people had them back then.
I loved them.
Okay, there are fewer antennas out there, but it still would be a hit. I wonder if they would ever do that. Make it a charity thing. $1 at the desk.
Throwback.
Let's focus on the air fresheners for
okay.
Shriners Children's St. Louis,
Smells
which
pretty
you can
good.
buy
That's tight.
at all participating Jack in the Box locations.
Not what I thought it was going to smell like.
What does it smell like?
Here. Take a whiff.
May we? Now, are you going to do it the right way, where you only take the plastic off a little bit as it goes?
Oh no, I whip it out.
Bare.
Yep.
Quite pungent.
May I?
It is quite pungent, but in a really
Did you actually
fantastic
open it?
way.
Or you can smell it through it.
I did.
Do the corner.
What? I'm in it.
Hit you at first.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in a laundromat.
Kind of
That's
sad
really
it's not
nice, clean.
Tacos. I thought it was going to be like Jack in the Box.
You want your
tacos.
car to smell like tacos?
My
Sometimes,
eyes feel
yes.
cold.
Oh, no,
Go
don't
buy
cry.
Jack in the Box tacos
That
and
was
just
a
put them
lot.
in the back seat. Just
Yeah.
go buy tacos and just put them in the back seat.
I will.
It smells good, though.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, let's do some sports. All right, Moon.
Sports
What do you
presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportbook. Well, Sonny Gray wanted to be a part of the tradition and the history of the Cardinals. He told his agent that when negotiations began with the Cardinals front office led by President of baseball operations John Mozeliak that he wants to be a Cardinal. Gray, a veteran right-hander, and the Cardinals made their new pact official yesterday afternoon at Busch Stadium, complete with Gray putting on a Cardinals jersey. He posed for a picture. He even had a baseball, was showing people his grip techniques and whatever. Here's what he had to say when he was asked, why he wanted to be a Cardinal.
Here are his thoughts.
I mean, Mo's right. Going into this thing, I wanted to be a Cardinal. That started probably a little over a year ago. It's a place that every time I've come here as a visitor, I've looked at the stadium and I've said, "Wow, this place is incredible." I looked around the seats and I've seen the fans, and the fans continue to show up and they support this team. And then you talk around the league and you talk around different guys who have been all over the place, and everybody raves about St. Louis.
Oh, now you're here, buddy.
It's pretty awesome. This guy can actually strike out people, too.
He's coming off a 184-inning, 32-start season for the Twins in 2023, a performance that made him a runner-up for the AL Cy Young Award voting, which is impressive.
Yeah,
Gray
he's good, man.
He went 8-8 with a 2.79 ERA, 9 strikeouts per 9 innings. What's the deal? I'm reading that it's a 3-year deal, guarantees him $75 million. Listen to this math. $75 million, and installs him atop the team's revamped rotation. The contract includes a team option for 2027 at $30 million. So that makes a potential of $100 million something dollars in that value. That is wild.
I think we're Ken. I need to check.
According to a source. If maximized, that would be the largest single contract the Cardinals have ever completed with a pitcher.
So what's the rotation now? You got Lance Lynn, Steven Matz, Miles Michaelis, Sonny there.
Yep.
Who else?
They're not sure yet, I don't think.
No, they are. There's a fifth dude. It's the oldest rotation in baseball.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's see.
The average
it
age is like
Libertor?
36.
Libertor?
Was it Andres Galarraga?
Nope.
It's Miles Mikolas, Zach Thompson,
Michaelis.
Matthew Liberatore, and Drew Rahm.
Liberace?
Is that this year?
Dude, this is just Google.com. Tell me what I need to know.
Well, I'm always talking about having good tires on your car, with R&R Tire Express. Well, Jesse Luketa, the Arizona Cardinals linebacker, was driving to State Farm Stadium for the team's afternoon game against the Rams, and he got a flat. His luck changed, though. Cardinals fans saw him on the side of the road and offered the 2-year veteran a lift. Ultimately, he made it to the game without issue and would like to repay the fans' kindness, so he searched him down on social media and offered him tickets to the next home game.
That's nice.
Can you imagine?
That's
Can you
nice.
imagine being on the road though, going to your favorite football team, and you see one of the players
That's awesome.
on the side of the road with a flat, going,
hit me.
hey, help me, take me. I gotta grab my bag in the trunk, but take me to the stadium. Pretty cool there. Frank Reich's tenure in Carolina lasted 11 games. The Panthers fired the head coach yesterday after a 1-10 start to the 2023 season. Special teams coordinator Chris Tabor takes over as the interim head coach. Matt Rocchio and I from 101 ESPN, right down the road, just did a Soccer 101 podcast yesterday. Came out yesterday, so check that out if you want some information on all the MLS semifinals, the conference semifinals in the playoffs. We're down to the conference finals now, and then the final in a couple weeks, and it is very exciting and fun. So if you want some more information on the MLS and how that's all going, check out the Soccer 101 podcast that Matt and I did yesterday.
My buddies are listening to it. They love it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like all the
thanks.
the SLC punks.
Yeah.
They love it, man.
Well, there's so many people new to the sport, so many people new to the league, I mean, this is such a rich soccer history, but there's a lot of people that didn't know necessarily how the MLS was going to run, and this was kind of a podcast designed to get people into it a little bit.
Doing it.
And even though St. Louis City was knocked out in the first round with KC over there, it's been a really fun playoff sort of thing. So I've been trying to encourage all the newcomers, even though that we're out, to still watch the playoffs, see how it goes, see how this league ramps up.
I don't even know what channel the
into
playoffs
final.
are on. Is it on Apple?
It's on Apple.
Apple TV?
Yeah, but it's been really exciting. These last couple matches were freaking awesome. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, Lern.
What?
It's time.
Right now?
Right now.
I'm so mad.
Somebody film.
I'm happy you're not
Let's
getting shot 6.
Somebody film.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Here, just...
Ray, if you want to come film this?
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, it came down to the tiebreaker. The Bears won last night. That was an upset.
Yep.
That was an upset. It was a terribly low-scoring game. I don't know what you put for your final score, but you were way off.
You were way off.
Yeah.
I always do 7 times 3 is 21, and 7 times 4 is 28.
Well, it was like 12-10 or something.
Yeah.
Well,
it was a
you should
low-scoring
put
Very
game.
low-scoring game.
Everybody on our team and their team, by the way, had the Vikings, so nobody scored.
Yeah, nobody got any
scored
points.
a point. Bum,
But
bummer.
so we go into week 13. It was a tie this week. We're still down 7-3-2. I think their magic number is 1. By the way,
That doesn't seem good.
so we
on
got to
our
win next
behalf.
week.
I'm sorry.
I don't
Okay.
like this. I'm resigning. All right, thank you. Here we go.
Okay.
We got it. We got it next week. It'll be easy.
Let me have a Jack in the Box taco while I watch Lern get shot. Okay, you got
In
3 coming your way.
You want to count it down?
No, just, I do it. Count it down, please.
3, 2, 1.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Man.
There's one.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that was high.
You don't like the top? You don't like the top?
One more.
Get it over with.
Oh man.
Oh, man!
You did it.
Hey, there's a tear in her eye.
All right.
You did it.
I got the pocket seams to try to get an extra layer of G.
Nice.
Well, good job.
Heart rate check. Hold up. And 132.
All right. That's good. That's good.
Oh, that's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It feels good.
All right. Beads of sweat in your
I'm
forehead.
glad Rizz did not need to get shot.
Imagine
6
3
times.
more of those.
You know, if I got to take all of them for the team, I do it for you.
You're so
You're the
generous.
best.
All right.
I will take a break. Today's Headline Hooshe story is next. It is 9:26. Oh, we got a doozy today, by the way, too, for a Headline Hooshe story. It's a doozy. And you know what today is?
What?
Giving Tuesday.
That's
and
right.
thanks for giving your ass.
I gave my ass to St. Louis
To St.
today.
Louis.
That's for you guys.
So don't forget to give today. 9:27, Tuesday. Traffic and weather, one final look, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane block due to a crash, 255 southbound at Illinois 3. Your point forecast, cold but dry. High of 39. Right now it's 25 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, so we're less than a month from the holidays, which means, for some of you, guests are coming. And that means you're getting ready your sorry it's so messy speech. Oh, sorry the house is so messy. And they say, no, it's not. It's not messy.
Ew.
But secretly, they're full on judging you. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's break that pattern this year. There is a technique I was reading about this morning called the calendar method. The calendar method that could get your house clean by the holidays. So here's what you do. You print out a calendar for the next 30 days. On the first day, get rid of one piece of clutter in your house. Either throw it away, give it away, sell it, but it's got to be gone by the end of the day. Then cross that day off your calendar.
Okay.
On day 2, get rid of 2 pieces of clutter. On day 3, 3 pieces. You'll start to get in the habit soon, and since you have a predetermined number of things you'll get rid of every day, you'll pace yourself. And by the end of the month, you'll have gotten rid of almost 500 pieces of clutter.
Dang.
And that will make a difference in how clean your home is.
Is this okay to do if you notice your friend's home's a little messy and you could bless them and just sell a couple, 2, 3 things?
It's not a bad idea. You know, I started
Okay.
going through, I was kind of reworking my studio and rehearsal area and all that, and I was just starting to get rid of all sorts of stuff, like gear. It's amazing how fast you can accumulate things if you stop paying attention.
Just get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Purge.
And don't bring new unnecessary stuff into the house.
That's what I'm trying to avoid, dude. Just had this conversation with my mom. We talked about it at the beginning of the show, but I was like, yo, don't go to Dollar Tree and get me 50 things so I'm good.
Right.
Right.
I don't need more stuff.
Now, with that being said, today's Giving Tuesday, which has become a thing over the past 10 years, maybe because, some people feel guilty after dropping a bunch of cash on, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So there are a lot of ways to help others throughout the whole year, but one way is donating stuff you don't need to places like Goodwill. So if you're doing that calendar thing and you're getting rid of stuff, maybe donate it to Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
But also don't go to Goodwill to bring unnecessary stuff into your house. It's a vicious cycle, guys.
It is. I get picture frames from Goodwill and it happens.
But one person's junk is not always another person's treasure. So there's a list of the most bizarre items people donated to Goodwill, which was compiled with help from Goodwill workers and shoppers. So it includes, at Goodwill, at particular stores, you could find some of this stuff. A guillotine.
What?
An employee says they think it went for $30.
What?
A bag of groceries, probably by accident. Somebody, I guess, put it in a cart. And
Oh, bummer.
This celery looks
old.
A couple months old.
Literal bags of garbage, and not by accident. People would actually put literal bags of garbage in the bin.
Huh.
A basket of taxidermied kittens.
What?
Oh, come on.
How much
That's
those
not
go for?
real. Those aren't real. You can't taxidermy a kitten, can you?
I mean, I guess
You
you
could
can.
taxidermy anything.
I mean, listen.
Put a little button on there so it sings songs.
They make those little things that look pretty real. Maybe they just thought they were taxidermied. My mom had one that was so creepy looking, we made her take it down.
I mean, if somebody lost a litter of kittens and they were like, we have to get these things stuffed.
A glass jar labeled fart jar, June 75.
Whoa. Dad's farts.
Worth it.
Dad farts.
A rock, just a normal rock. The Goodwill put an $11 tag on it. It sold. How about, how about this one? A Louis Vuitton purse.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Wow.
With human teeth inside.
Well,
Hey,
that's the
what's wrong with that?
payoff.
That's why they cost so much.
Right.
A glow-in-the-dark Ouija board.
Oh, right on.
Neato. We did I had the rule with the kids, like, hey, you can't bring this in unless something else goes out. And I just had to start living by that rule.
Like I had to buy some new gear recently, and it's like, well, okay, well, if I'm gonna get these 3 things, I have to find 3 things I got to get rid of. I started living by the rule, and it's been helping.
But what if you go to Goodwill and you go, man, I got to have this chair shaped like a Labrador Retriever?
Then
That is a good
sell
point.
your other chair. Sell your chair shaped like a chair, so you can get the Labrador Retriever one.
Somebody found a fertility idol, which I think we actually have one in here.
Oh yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah.
We actually have a
That
fertility
somebody
idol.
was the Rizz show.
What?
It's right here, man. Why do you think I'm so fertile?
What's that doing in here? I don't want anything near that. What?
So
Oh, you didn't know?
This is a phallic shaped
Is
thing.
this why everybody's knocked up all the time?
This
What's
is a
going on?
phallic
This is
shaped thing.
that's a fertility idol.
I'm not touching that.
This is a yeah.
I'm not touching
It's
that at all.
phallic shaped thing, but it's a woman holding a baby, and her knees, as you see, are the
Or the testicles.
yes. You see how this works?
I see.
You
Yes,
see what
it
it
is
looks
quite
like?
phallic.
You see, guys?
I don't
Let me
want
sit on
nowhere
that.
near that.
Let me see that.
Here it is to the webcams.
We have a fertility idol in the studio.
I didn't.
This is-
You guys haven't said a word about that to me.
Well, nobody asked.
You're welcome.
You guys are doing fertility witchcraft up in here, and I had no idea.
At Goodwill, somebody found underwear for squirrels
Here,
and
Pat, that's enough, Hassan.
and a painting of Rosie the robot made from the Jetsons, showing Rosie posing provocatively.
Hey, wait a second.
cool.
I'm asking.
She would never.
Well, you sit in a circle here, and I'm asking Lern to pass it on, and she refuses
I'm not
to touch
touching that
this.
thing.
Here, I got a vasectomy.
Yeah, let.
It's going to reverse it. I can feel it reversing.
Versus my vasectomy.
If I ever get my tubal ligation, I'll touch it. I'm just out. I'm out. Tap it out.
All right, let's do today's Headline Hooshe. Sponsored by.
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
All right, today's Headline Hooshe story comes from Putnam County, Georgia, where a man was arrested after getting high on mushrooms, putting out a chicken suit, and rampaging through a neighborhood. Oh, yeah, that happened. Last Sunday, 47-year-old Jason Pinch's ex-girlfriend called police saying that he'd, quote, basically gone nuts on mushrooms and was beating on passing by cars and screaming and hollering at them. Officers found Jason walking through a neighborhood, pounding cars with his fists. He was wearing what officers described as a, quote, yellow onesie-style pajama outfit meant to resemble a chicken. And he's still in the chicken costume, by the way, during his mugshot. Officers called an ambulance, tried to arrest Jason. He repeatedly asked cops if they were real and if he was real. After being taken into custody, Jason continued to ask officers if they were real and if he was at that time laying in his hammock at home. He wound up having to be tased and arrested on charges of disorderly conduct and misdemeanor obstruction of a peace officer. So there you go, from Putnam County, Georgia, 47-year-old Jason Pinch. You are today's
Cheap, cheap, fun, fun.
Headline Hooshe. All right, one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Man, we covered a lot of ground today. My God, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And
even,
that's it. It's 10 o'clock.
And off air, we were even in a weird rabbit hole of strange music. And
Yeah, jeez.
ready?
You had to be here. You had to be here, guys.
We'll put it on-
You had to-
Hey,
you
we'll
had
put
to
it
be
on the
doing it no
socials.
justice. You had
We'll
to
put
be
it on
here.
the socials.
Somebody out there knows exactly what we're talking about. They're like, oh, no, wait, they found the...
All right, today's podcast is titled,
Oopsy, a potty mistake on the wug.
okay.
Whoops.
Oh,
Did you say gross?
Close.
All right, tomorrow we'll talk to Chris Kerber. We'll try to give away more Pete Davidson tickets. And what else? Moon, anything else?
Don't forget to get your Punk Rock Christmas tickets December 9th at the pageant while they last. Also, New Soccer 101 podcast is out with Matt Rocchio and myself talking all about the conference semifinals and the conference finals that are about to happen in the MLS.
Learn.
I'm going to be at DB's on Sunday from noon to 2. We're going to talk football. We're going to eat salads. It's going to be super cool.
All right.
And it wouldn't be DB's without you. So come and see me.
Oh, hey, speaking of football, I will be at Cyberg's downtown with Kerry Davis, Super Bowl champion.
Eating salads?
Whoa.
I'll be eating a salad.
Shark bites.
Cyberg's downtown. I know there's a bunch of giveaways, but we're going to be watching Thursday Night Football down there
Rafe.
and talking
Nice.
trash.
I got nothing. Follow me on the socials. I am Rafe Williams. That's R-A-F-E for those of you that email in and spell it really weird. I am Rafe Williams, and I'll give you all kinds of content that'll probably make you want to cry sometimes.
Okay. Scott?
All right, the 6th, 7th, 9th, and 10th, I'll be performing with St. Louis Family Church's big Christmas production over there. So that'll be a lot of fun. And also...
Hamlet?
Hamlet is what we're
Nice.
doing, yep. It's a great Christmas play.
That's in the New Testament.
Yes, the New Testament version. And also, make sure to buy my Christmas book. You got to go check that out. And I'll be posting it up on socials like crazy this week and annoying everyone. So
What is that about?
it's about me loving on Christmas and learning about Christmas.
She loves Christmas.
That's adorable.
It's a coloring book. It's
It
awesome.
is? You can
Yeah.
color Scott?
Yeah, it's for real. The illustrations are incredible.
Yeah, it was Jeff Long, my buddy Jeff Long did it. He's an incredible artist and
That's
pretty
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Rizz, what do you got going on?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I got to get out
I
of
got
here.
nothing. I got to get out of here. All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member of the day, brought to you by Hot Shots, proud sponsor Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Pacific, Missouri,